Watch this.
Next, football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go hugs, putting in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach trying to stand on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack and Swaggy Big, rocking the gear, it's so clean.
We rising from easy, off the easy for cheesy. With my steppers, our special gifts, making places so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All our fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about that club. We do it for the dub.
We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That DF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That DF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, number one high school podcast starring Pat Oteezy, Jeremy McInnes, Whitfield Roderick, Coach Carr, and Ryan Riser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the number one talk show. Speak out.
The Dub, baby. You heard it first. The Dub.
Salute. We're in the building. Sunday night. Let's talk about it, man. We got you welcome to Let's Talk About It. This is the freestyle edition, man. It's open topics. We just go shoot it. You know what I'm saying, and go from there, man. If y'all got something you want to ask, you want an opinion, shoot it in the comments. We'll give it to you. You know what I'm saying? That's just what we doing today, man. Salute B Rod. What's going on to the birthday boy? One time for the birthday boy. What's up, B Rod?
What up, fella? What up, fella? I'm the big 4-0, man. So, I'm a real so it feel good, fella. Yeah, man, I feel good, man. Depending how the show end, I might go skate tonight. You know how it is, fellas. I feel good, though, fella, to be here with my boys. We have a good show. Let's get it going, man.
Hey, man, you ain't the big 4-0, you the big 40.
Oh, yeah. And not just that, tell them, we're going to try to do something this week, man. My boy Jay, he going to try to give me some wings or something. Coach got me on the drinks. If y'all want to come out, come on out, man.
Hey, man, this Saturday, it's the beginning. I think it's March Madness this weekend, too, right?
Oh, yeah. Come on out.
Yeah. This Saturday, man, we're going to have some wings and beer for B-Rod's birthday. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all want to come out, have a beer, you know what I'm saying, eat some wine with the birthday boy, hang out with the Dub. I think I owe Matt Step too, so by well, we're going to get Matt Step out there.
Come on, man.
Probably get Miami Nicky out there, since, you know what I'm saying, I owe him too. We'll get Miami Nick out there from Cedar Hill. And, you know what I'm saying, we'll just have some wings and beer, watch a little basketball.
Yeah, we got to get Ty and Ward too. We got to get Ward. We got to get the whole soccer crew out there too, man. Them boys, man. We got to get everybody out, man. But if they don't come, that means there's more wings for me. If y'all don't come, they just more wings for me. So I ain't tripping either way. I'm just being nice. So hopefully my boy Ty come out, Ward come out. But if they don't want no wings, hey, it's just more for me. I ain't tripping. So
that's all I
got to say.
You deserve all the wings you can eat, B-Rod.
Yeah, I just want 12. I just want good 12, man. All flats.
And we're gonna make sure Coach Carr don't steal your wings this time.
Yeah, Coach Carr. He done sold about 4 of them, but hey, I don't forgave for it though. We don't reconcile.
And I did that, B-Rod. And I didn't feel bad about it. I had absolutely no remorse. And they was good. So
good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And J Man, why I was so pissed off? Because those were some specialty wings. I asked for like 2 different flavors. You heard that right? Nobody. Yeah. And Coach, let me try one. Then I don't know what I look up. I had 3 wings left. I don't know. I'm just saying I ain't. I'm just saying I ain't curious nobody. I'm just saying, Coach. I'm just damn man.
You're right. Because I know I banged 3 to 4.
But that's 7 though, so there's a whole 5 wins that you need to be blaming on somebody else.
Yeah, Coach Miata, he haven't had 2
I think
wins.
Miata will enjoy them
Yeah,
too.
he done had my 2. That's what I'm saying, y'all, man, y'all done jack me up, man. We got running backs already. Yeah, I said, I got to, man. We got to run that back.
I'll get you 12 wins, boss.
I just want 12. I just want 12.
Okay. Not to pivot in any kind of way, but we probably need to call Brahms up and see if we can get a sponsor for the Sunday night show.
Oh, hey, speaking of which, Mr. Ice Cream Man himself, and I ain't talking about Master P. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Ice Cream Man.
Mr. Ice Cream Man. Mr. Ice Cream Man.
No, this ain't no Master P ice cream.
Yeah, this ain't. What up, Coach?
Nah, it ain't.
What up, boy?
What up, Coach?
What's up, man?
You know how it is. We just hop on,
man. Hey, man, y'all gotta stop tripping like y'all ain't never ate no ice cream cone before, fool.
Hey, give me a good waffle cone, Todd. I'm good. I don't mind eating mine with a waffle with a cone. I don't have a problem with that.
I'm just making sure, man. You know, we get too manly nowadays, man.
Well, I think because a lot of the masculinity has been taken out of everything that we do. You know,
I get it, man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Coach, in none of that, Coach, I think the whole stock coaching staff should get together and then just make a video of all y'all eating ice cream cone.
That's right, man. Yeah, I'm gonna probably buy a double scoop.
Yeah. On a cone.
Yeah, on a cone.
Yeah. Let's go find us an ice cream parlor in the neighborhood. You know, Baskin Robbins right down there on Keys. We can get you about 31 flavors, Todd.
I like that Brahms though, man.
Hey, now, yes, especially when the old black lady used to work at Brahms. You remember her, J-Mac?
Yes, sir.
She a legend in the hood, for real.
Hey,
lady
man,
at Brahms.
she was skipping.
Yeah, she made sure you ate. Yeah. So what you been doing spring break, Todd?
She rested, man. Chilling. I went to OU one day.
How was that?
How was that?
It was straight. I went down there and watched the practice Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good. Went down there, got a chance to holler at Emmett. You know, I started me a new business I'm doing. I'm a food critic of our football programs now.
Okay. So tell us about the first show.
Oh man, you know when I got to practice, man, you know they had like a little break session, and we're like they pass out fruit to the players and shit. Like cups of grape venom and shit, like watermelon on a stick, like Sundays. I'm talking about like real like 32 ounce smoothies and all that type of shit, man. I was a hell.
Did you grab any of it?
Hell yeah, I grabbed it. You know what, Trading Place?
Yes, Mortimer.
Hey, you saw Eddie Murphy was talking about, so you said all this shit mine now. And he started putting it Hey, Will, like, and that's before I even got to the cafeteria. Like this walking out the field, you know, I'm talking about like on the field, they had like grapes and vitamins and all kind of shit.
Hey, Coach, you got to recover, man. It's all about recovery at that level.
Shit, I know that. Shit, then as soon as you walk in the little door, these motherfuckers had all that watermelon. Shit, I was grabbing that shit like.
Hey, here's what we need to do. Hey, J-Mac, I got a plan. It just came to me. Food. And this is how we're gonna get everybody. We're gonna come up with a Dove flavored ice cream, right? Everybody on the panel. We're gonna get Mitchell Ward to distribute it. Okay. And we're gonna come up with our own flavor. But go ahead, Ty, continue on.
Oh yeah, so shit. I go in there grabbing some goddamn watermelons on stick, and they like, do you want a smoothie? Shit, I grab about 2 of them. Hey, I walk around right there.
God damn, Todd.
If you want the handcuffs, the site, they'd kick you out.
Yeah.
No, if he wanted 2 times, if he wanted 2 times, Todd, they would say,
yeah, you want 2
times, sir.
Yeah, if you want 2 times.
Right.
They say you need 1 for each championship, coach.
Oh yeah, no. One time one cut on that. He had me 2 times.
And I was grabbing that shit like a little kid that ain't never been nowhere. Then they like, he was like, man, you want to go up to the calf? I like, yeah, go. You like, you hungry?
Hungry.
Hey, went up there, but they got this damn shit laid out like buffet. So when I'm walking in, that shit new to me. So I'm like, hey, went up there, but they got this damn shit laid out like buffet. So when I'm walking in, that shit new to me. So I'm like, hey, y'all heard that? Hey, went up there, but they got this damn shit laid out like buffet. So when I'm walking in, I had an echo, y'all. I almost had the other screen up too.
Yeah, you did.
All right.
You
good? Hey, so we went up. So we went up the little elevator. Shit went upstairs. So we walked in. I'm like, man, this shit nice. It look like a little restaurant. Some shit. Shit. Hey, we walked in there. And he like, yeah, you can get whatever you want, man. He like, they normally be having steaks and stuff, but I don't know if today's steak day. So shit, like they got these to-go buckets, these to-go plates and shit. He like, man, they're gonna get what you want. So I'm walking around. Shit, man. They have goddamn chicken fried steak and like all kind of shit, man. Like big ass baked potatoes, all the drinks you wanted, all the they had some more smoothies. So I went up there and got me another smoothie.
God damn.
Yeah, she was like, do you want the peanut butter mango or do you want the shit? So I grabbed me a plate with, put about 2 chicken fried steaks on there. And they had them good fries too, like the French fries, the curly fries. Shit, I got a whole bunch of curly fries, got a little ketchup. He was like, yeah, you can make it to go plate too, man. Shit. All right.
Coach, what? Now, what was the official business? Would you just up there for that? Or would you up there taking some kids?
I went up there just to go watch practice.
Okay.
And so now I realize all these college, what I'm saying is this. Like a lot of these kids in college don't realize that's probably going to be the best they're going to ever be treated in their entire life. And really, like, don't take that shit for granted because that ain't real world shit. I'm talking about like J-Mac. Like if you go eat there every day, like shit, if I was a coach in college, I would never buy no lunch or no dinner. Like shit, there were black ladies working in the cafeteria. She was cool as hell. Man.
And you didn't even have to leave the building either, did you?
No. Say, weird. I'm talking like it was good food, man. I mean, like it wasn't like the cafe I went to when I was in college.
Nah, bro, these are real chefs.
Yeah. like shit, that shit was good as hell, man.
I will say, when I was at Navarro, I was at Navarro for maybe 3 months before I went to Michigan. They had fish fry Friday. And they fish on campus by these old black ladies in Corsicana, man. They cook. And that fish was so good. And then at Morgan and at Alabama A&M, it was chicken. Chicken was Wednesday. So it's chicken fried Wednesday is what they call it.
Yeah.
And they had chicken that whole day. Now you can't get it, man. That Yardbird is gone. So depending on where you at. Now, what did y'all have at TSU? Like, what was the day where you was like, okay, everybody went and got that food?
Man, I really, to be honest with you, I can't really remember that day because it's so much shit around the campus, like Timmy Chan's and all that type of shit that you can eat good meal for a low price. So it wasn't like that, man. I'm talking about the D1 shit weird, like that D1 shit y'all be eating, man. That shit real.
Say Coach Todd.
Lobster steak. That was like weekly, man.
Say Coach Todd.
What up, B-Rise?
Yeah, say Todd, Coach. When I was at Paul Quinn, we had those square pizzas. We had fried chicken, and we had Rice Krispie treats cereal every day.
Oh nah,
not DISD school.
Nah, this Paul Quinn.
Hey,
and we.
Hey, so weird. Now what I've done is I done took that from going to Oklahoma. Now I done launched it. Now I'm going to all the colleges and I'm touring the nutrition and the food cafeteria place. And I'm gonna do I'll be like Keith Lee for the rating system.
Or are you documenting this?
I need to. The next stop I'm gonna do. I can go back to Oklahoma anytime. So the next stop I'm gonna have me a little camera crew with me. We gonna go to work.
Yeah, I think
you gotta
do that.
Todd. In fact, somebody sent me this, man, in honor of you, Todd. Somebody sent me this video a while ago, man. Let me play.
I swear, nigga had getting kicked out the car, bro. Nigga had eat ice cream. Nigga had kicked out the car. He looking at me. Look. He looking at you. Uncomfortable ass nigga. What's up with you, man? He recorded me.
All right, that's all right, man. All right, I'm making ice cream cones safe for everybody, man.
That's why you eat ice cream out of a cup. You don't never know where that camera at, man.
Man. Listen, eat ice cream. However you get it, out of a cup, on a cone. You know what I mean? Shit, you can get it on your how you gonna eat it on your banana split? It's going through 2 bananas. Like there's a whole lot of ways we can go with forbidden ice cream usage, but we're not gonna do the good old American pastime like that.
All right. We I ain't worried about J back there, man. Shit. Hey, they gonna want one of the ice cream cone, waffle cone.
Yeah, one of them fresh baked waffle cones. Yeah.
All right. Hey, that's all right, J man. When you get your cone, you can just get a spoon to it and then eat.
I got a cup. You'll see mine. I'm gonna have a double dip in a cup.
But a waffle cone is a cup.
No.
Yeah.
Because you use a spoon. Yeah.
Well, okay, but I like the cup. I never liked the ice cream cone. I never did eat the cone part.
Have you had a cinnamon waffle cone?
I've had all of them, the chocolate, the cinnamon, all of them.
So you have eaten out of a cone before?
I have, but I like the cup better.
Okay.
J-Man, let me ask you, J-Man.
Ever eat out of a cone?
Well, I don't now, but
when did you? How old were you when you first started eating out of a cone?
Oh, when you was a kid. Yeah, well, when I got old enough to know that's what I like. No, you was a kid. You didn't get a choice.
Right.
But when you said at this age, you know what? I ain't gonna eat a cone no more.
You know what, J-Man? No, that ain't so listen. So if we go to Golden Chick and get our 4-piece tender, and they give us free ice cream. So it'll be a problem if I eat out of cone. Is what you're saying? What you're trying to say?
No, I said it would be a problem if I did because I don't. Y'all can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I just ain't eating none of ice cream.
If y'all want to eat out of a cone, that's y'all business. I'd like to eat out of a cup.
Right.
Well, what you think? How you think Texas is gonna come? I think everybody's gonna really try to have they food stuff on point when I come down there, man.
So I'm gonna say this, man. Just from my experience with Texas, Todd, we used to have Bish Young Steakhouse used to bring a steak on like Wednesday or Thursday for coaches. It was awesome. Everyday study table, training table, I'm sorry, was good, man. I mean, you had whatever you wanted. So you had steak, you had chicken, you had seafood, you would have lobster crab legs, man, whatever you wanted to eat. And then the kitchen for the athletes was in the other end zone. And you can go in there and they have sections. So it's a station set up. So like if you're a person who want to lose weight, this is your station. You can go eat at this station. You know what I'm saying?
They had that at Norman too.
Yeah,
they had weight loss, maintain, and then gain weight.
Yeah, so they had all these stations broke up, and you can go in there. So none of your food was already prepped where they just gave it to you, right?
Yeah.
A lot of it they had to cook it straight up. So you was eating fresh food, you know. So I think Texas, and then when they got their barbecue, they got a couple of barbecue spots that feed them into. So Texas may be between. So I did a camp in Oklahoma, and we was in Oklahoma for 45 out of 50 days straight.
Yeah.
45 we was in Oklahoma. And I had this in this place. Oh my God. We went to this restaurant, and it was a barbecue place. And they brought out these steaks. And they brought out a plastic butter knife. And they cut it just like that. It just fell off. So overall, I think you're gonna like Texas better.
I'm going to all the school shit. I've got my weekends full for the next year.
What about A&M?
You got B-Ride's birthday, Todd. You gotta come through Saturday.
No, I'm coming through with more B-Ride, man.
Yeah, you gotta come through. Saturday we go eat some wings and cold beverages.
Yeah, Todd, I got a badass Pepsi wing. Todd, you would like. It's a badass Pepsi wing. It's my seat. I can't tell you though. You gotta just be there. You gotta see. You gotta eat it for yourself.
Yeah, I'm going A&M. My list A&M, Texas. I got Rice said they need me to come down there. SMU, UNT, Baylor College said they want me to. I need to come check out their food too. And I'm pretty sure TCU too. Yeah, they got to come with it too.
Oh, yeah, you be there for the whole year.
Yeah, but you're not. So you're not gonna hit up your black schools?
Nah, not this trip.
You know you ain't gonna have no feed you like that.
They don't feed you like that. They don't feed you like that.
Hey, I'm hit up the black school for nightlife.
yeah, too bad you can be able to do this for homecoming, but you can't do homecoming because you got games.
I know, yeah. I'm gonna do the nightlife for the black colleges and shit, but shit.
You ain't gonna take a trip up to Colorado, see how they eat?
Nah, I mean, like my rule is if it's over 3 hours, they gotta pay for travel costs and room and board.
Oh, God.
I mean, for the room and travel costs.
Ty want that 5-star treatment.
Yeah.
He do.
He earned that. He earned that, man. They want his players.
Yeah, here goes Jay Grimes promoting Deion Sanders.
Elevate double A. I see him, man. Salute to Jay Grimes, man. I know he had a busy weekend.
Jay Grimes.
They out there. They was out there promoting that book in Funky Town, man.
Yeah. And Jay Grimes probably driving the damn bus around or something.
That was wild. I ain't gonna lie, that was wild. But yeah, man, you gotta come out Saturday though, Todd.
Where y'all gonna be at?
We'll be right, little Pluckers. We wanna go to Pluckers.
The damn Pluckers. Say, swear them wings out chain, what it?
Hey, that was a good ass eating that day. About what 105 wings?
Yeah, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do
We
it again this
demolished.
Saturday, man.
We demolished them.
Hey, Swagger, you was in the St. Patrick's Day parade. What's it called?
Yeah.
Then what y'all just be walking around doing what?
Man, walking around, drinking, having a ball.
Hey, boy, black folks celebrate their holiday, boy.
I drank so much yesterday. I drank so much, Todd. I went home and went to sleep at 5 o'clock, and they wake up to almost 11:30.
Damn.
It was fun little experience though. They party down there. They party down there in Lower Greenville.
They do. And that's why I didn't go, because I already know. Me and Day drinking just don't get along. I will be honest. If I go,
I was talking to J-Bag to go with J-Bag wouldn't go with me.
Got them green beers, man. You get to drinking them green beers, man. You done.
Yeah.
You done.
Hey, I swear, man. I was walking. I got a post at least about 5 times by 5 different people like, hey, take a shot. I'm like, damn, I don't know you like that. Take a shot. But some white lady gave me a Jello shot, and I swear to God, yeah, I cannot make this up. I wasn't the same the rest of the day.
Man, you better quit taking
You're gonna get out. You're gonna get out.
I thought I was gonna wake up and be chained up somewhere with my chest, with my stomach marked for one of my organs to be took.
Damn, man, you must have been on the U or something.
Yeah, ready?
Okay,
yeah, man.
Willow teammates. What a Willow teammates give a shout out, man.
What up, Alfie? How you doing, brother? That's my guy, man.
Hey, that would have been messed up like if Swaggy would have went missing and y'all would have got sent like a note. Y'all had to come rescue him.
They would have got to keep it. They'd had to keep him, Todd.
Hey, Todd, they would have sent us a ransom note for Swaggy. We would have told we need y'all to forward this to NETSN.
Yeah,
they're gonna cover that town.
Nah, my boy B-Rod gonna go get Swaggy. Y'all gonna be there too.
Right.
B-Rod, you coming to get me, right?
Yeah, I got you, boy.
Hey, could you imagine how that'd play out? Oh, that'd be some funny stuff.
What's that?
That would, well, I mean, just the fact that B-Rod would have to lead us because he's the only one with military and police experience. And me and J-Mac still getting in shape, so we don't even know how long we're gonna be able to go.
Hey man, I can tell you, I can give you a 5-piece. After that, boy, we're in trouble.
Hey, Swaggy can have a better shot getting out on his own, dog.
Hey, and then y'all on and shit, dressed in all black. We got on that all black with the dead president's faces and shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna somehow make it out of there.
Like, what are y'all doing? Yeah.
I did the whole time. Y'all find out Swaggy staged the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, hey, and he'll do that just to see who loves me. Shit.
Yeah,
I just want to see who loves me. I didn't want to see who loved me, who wanted to come get me.
Nah, I wouldn't put y'all lives in danger like that.
We don't have to hang out with drug lords and all type of stuff. You know what I mean? Just to get to you. I'm assuming you're in Mexico, because I don't know. Where's you gonna be?
Hey, but real quick though, I just want to jump on and talk about today real quick, just real fast. Shout out to Jabari Johnson. Put on another awesome All-Star event. Huh?
Want to play your interview first?
You can't play the one with Dylan first. Remember what I said in the group chat though?
Yeah.
Swag with the Dust in the line with Dylan Batiste. State champion Dylan Batiste. Dylan, got that ring, baby. How do it feel? Feel great? Last week, you put on a clinic down at San Antonio. Semifinals, you guys struggled a little bit, but in the state championship game, you guys brought it. What was the difference?
Defense, straight up.
they played a really good defense. Now you do know, I don't know if you don't know, but my cousin was number 5 for Ellison, Chris White. Oh, yeah? I hate to see my cousin lose, but hey, I'm happy for you, bro. Dylan Batee, Lancaster High School.
What a good kid. Great kid. Hey, I learned a lot about him today, man. Hanging with him all day. He's energetic. I can see why Doug he was easy to coach at Lancaster. Energetic kid, funny, just love to laugh, enjoy life, and have fun. And I love that about him. He's the goofy all day long. Same thing I learned about Ron Holland last year at the All-Star game. He was goofy all day long too. So yeah, play the second one, Jay.
Swaggy River the Dub sent her live with 3-time state champion Isaac Williams from Faith Family. Also who is the Finals MVP, Mr. Williams. You come out your 3rd championship, the senior year. How's it feeling?
It feels great. I'm feeling good. My body feels good.
You put on the show, man, in that state championship game. 32 points. I think at halftime, you were like 21 at halftime. What was you feeling in that game?
I feel like I had something to prove. The year before I was hurt during the playoffs, so nobody was really talking about me, so I just wanted to prove my point that I belong out there.
And how has it been under the tutelage of Brandon Thomas, who I think is an outstanding head coach?
Yeah, he's been an amazing head coach. He got me so much better throughout the years. I don't think I'd be where I am without him.
All right, Swag with the Dubs at the line with Isaac Williams, 4A state champion. Appreciate you, Isaac.
First
Hey
off,
man,
we
that
not
kid
on the
there.
rights to that music back there.
You ain't never lying. You right about that. That kid there, man. It's like, hey, I learned a lot about him today too. He's very down to earth, humble kid. Jazz Williams. Not Jazz Henderson. I met. Jazz Henderson is like probably one of the most funniest kids you ever probably be around. He was coaching the unsigned game today. And he was really just out there taking the coaching so serious, and it was just hilarious how he just was actually just coaching, and he was out there acting like Doug, and it was just so funny to me, man. But let me do this right quick, y'all, then we can pull off. I had fun overall today. Like I said, Jabari, that was awesome for him to put on for the kids, especially in the unsigned game. It's good we have people like Jabari out here who give kids a chance, because I think some kids today got some looks after that game, if I'm not mistaken. One kid that really stood out to me, Denton Ryan's guard, Tyler. Man, that kid stood out to me a lot. I wish him the best.
Number?
Uh,
Huh?
What was his number?
5.
Okay.
And the kid from Mansfield, not Mansfield, Timberview, damn it, what school he went to? Will, you know who I'm talking about, the bright kid.
Number
He went
21.
Yeah, I like him. Yes. He
Yeah, I
is,
like him.
he was dynamic. You know, J Mac, y'all, you got your usual, the Dylans, the Isaacs. Isaac put on the clinic, 32 points. I don't know. Dorian was just out there just playing around, having fun. Jazz, same thing. So you know what you're gonna get out of them. Dylan was MVP, of course. MVP. He put on a show. Will, I know you saw that alley-oop, that 360 alley-oop.
I did.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he got.
God, he caught a 360 alley-oop.
Oh, who did?
It was Dylan.
Oh, damn.
It was amazing.
Dylan got some bounce, man.
Dylan got some bounce.
I'm gonna tell you who I really like though, man. Wherever this kid is going to school, I believe it's Texas A&M. Commerce. They got a steal, man. You remember
that kid is not gonna be there long.
Isaac.
Remember Toppin last year and what he did,
Yes.
what he's doing now? That number 0, the one who played Carter, who went head to head against Carter guy.
Isaac Williams.
man, that dude is phenomenal, dog. That dude got some game. And
he dynamic, bro. Like he,
I don't see him staying there for long. Yeah, he can go.
Yeah, Will, I'm with you, man. I saw my own eyes. I mean, I've been seeing it all season long, but I saw my own eyes. I'm willing to say, and go on a limb and say that is the best player in the state of Texas, hands down.
Whoa. I'm not gonna say that.
I am.
Well, that's fine. I thought you was grouping me just then. I was gonna say no. We're gonna detach ourselves from that. The kid is a really good player, and there's no denying that. You know what I'm saying? That he is what he is. He's a 3-time state champion, and I think sometimes those things, I think coaches need to take into account. You know what I mean when they recruiting a player, because that's a mentality. That's something that goes with them. And some guys, the majority of guys who are winners, they're winners throughout their life.
I agree.
I see that kid kind of like the Timberview kid that went to UTA for a year and now he at Texas.
Right.
Isaac Williams will be the same thing. He'll be down there in Corpus Christi for a year, probably win Rookie of the Year, Freshman of the Year, whatever, and he'll transfer up where he belongs.
You know what, J-Mac? I asked him about that today. I said, Isaac, so is Corpus Christi, that's the final decision? He like, yeah. He said reason why he chose that because he fell in love with the coaches. Said he fell in love with the coaches on his first recruiting visit, and he didn't, nothing else enticed him. But I asked him, I said, well, since state, have anybody else contacted you? Any other college? He said, yeah. I mean, people been coming at him, but he's staying loyal where he at. He said he's staying.
That sounds good. Yeah. We'll revisit this next year when he.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of Faith family, I want to give a shout out to JT Toppin for winning the WAC championship yesterday and also freshman of the year in a WAC. Yeah.
Absolutely.
We doing big things with our DFW players.
Yeah.
Toppin
the first time against Carter. I fell in love.
Give a shout out to Zahad Mumford, Z from Carter High School, winning the SWAC championship yesterday. We doing it big. DFW kids doing it big. But yeah, overall today, man, it was a fun event. Huh? It was a fun event today. It was a fun event. Shout out to South Oak Cliff High School, class act, putting on, giving us the hospitality today and giving the kids a chance to showcase what a wonderful school, what a wonderful program. Coach Mays, Coach Calvin, Coach Rick, you too, Coach Ty, even though you weren't there today, but I know why you weren't there. You was at 7-on-7. Yeah, we follow Toby. Shout out to y'all for your hospitality. Good ass nachos again. Lord Jesus. Say, man, you go to South Oak High School? I don't care if you just ate it. I don't care if you just ate at Golden Corral. You gotta get those nachos. Some nachos. Hey, B Roger, shout out on nachos too, by the way. Bro, I looked up, you was gone. You truly are Batman. You truly are Batman. Bro, I came out, I said, where my boy go? They said, Batman gone. I said, damn. He was out, bro. You hit Gotham City fast. He was out of there.
Hey, Harvey, you talking football or basketball, man? You say top 5 DFW next year. I don't get what you're talking about.
I'll get back on when I get to the house.
All right. And you talking about Faith? I think he's talking about Faith family.
I don't know. He got to clarify that one.
Right.
Anyway, so Ty, you went out to the 7-on-7 today?
Yeah, Yeah. Oh yeah. They was out, people out there playing, 7-on-7, running around, catching balls and all that shit. I just got the fellowship and hollering at the people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Speaking of which, I'll give a shout out to Troopers went out to Atlanta. They 15U won again. They went out to New Orleans. They went out to Atlanta. So shout out to the 15U. Got my little homie Chris Lott Jr., DB from Red Oak. He play on that team, man. He got next up. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta give him a shout out, man. He got next up.
I see you, man.
And oh yeah, Coach Eastside coached that team too. Shout out to Coach Eastside, man. Coach Eastside said they weren't using him last year. He had to go where he can get used.
Right.
Now he out here winning the championship. You know what I'm saying?
Who Coach Eastside with now?
He was with True Buzz.
Oh, who he with now?
He over there with True Buzz. I think he coached that 15U.
Oh, okay. I thought you said he switched teams or something.
He did. He was at
when they grind
Grand Elite. At Grand Elite.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Coach Eastside ain't been on the show in a minute, man.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah,
when the championship time.
You know, next week, man, I'm gonna do I think we're gonna talk some little offense next week. So I'll probably get Eastside on. I'm gonna get a couple offensive coaches come on. We're gonna talk a little football, man. Somebody just hit me a while ago talking, y'all talking football? I said, man, I don't know, man. Tired like this ice cream talk. Weird talk.
I'm trying to bring some goddamn variety to the show, man. You know, like
I already know. It's our season. I already know, Coach.
So you have some different segments. You know what I'm saying?
But hey, you need to make a vlog, man. You got to do yourself a vlog, man. You got to make video of when you go to colleges and rate it on the spot.
Yeah, for
right
real.
there from the kitchen.
Right, I own it popping. That's Coach Eastside. They won another 7-on-7 championship.
Yeah, Coach Eastside been in that portal, man. He ain't trying to hear it. He go out with the winners at. Eastside say his talent don't be simple, man. You gotta make video of when you go to colleges and rate it on the spot.
Yeah, for
right
real.
there from the kitchen. Oh
Right.
Lord, who got to play that? That you
Hey,
go to
come with the price
colleges
tag,
and rate it on the spot.
Yeah,
right there from the kitchen.
Okay, so who is supposed to be the top 5 DFW basketball programs, no matter classification, for next year?
Shit, we know Faith Family got to be up.
Yeah, Faith Family. That's a good answer.
Yeah,
Well,
Faith Family. I think Duncanville will be good next year.
Plano East.
Plano.
Plano
they lost
losing
all them
everybody.
people.
Well, here's what I'm saying. Did they just have a special class?
Yeah.
I think so, Coach.
Now their best player coming back though, I think.
Yeah, the big guy. Yeah, the big guy is.
Oh yeah, the big guy is coming.
I will be honest.
They still the defending state champions, and they still went 36-0. So
yeah, 39. Now they went 40-0.
They went 40-0. They went 40-0.
Sorry, 40-0. You still got to count them, regardless until they lose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna do it though, Coach. I'm sorry.
Nah, man, I'm telling y'all, would be funny though, man. How when them teams like that win, everybody be talking about they were so homegrown. You know, like they try to make that a big part of the whole.
I heard that.
They were
They did,
homegrown.
and if you listen to the broadcast, Todd, that's all they kept saying is this team been playing together since they were 4 years old and all this since fourth grade.
Doing.
Yeah,
we get it.
Slugs at everybody. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no J-Macking on this team, and none of these players high profile, and you know, and I get it. It makes for a good story. Maybe they'll make a Lifetime movie out of it or something. I don't know. It sounds good. It sounds
40-0.
good.
They did the same thing Lincoln did.
Nah, they did. Lincoln wasn't that championship player. Don't disrespect us like that.
Didn't they win that? This team didn't win that.
Yeah, now they ain't win no national championship. And they ain't play the same caliber people we play neither.
At all.
Right.
They stayed local.
Right.
They stayed local.
Hey guys, first of all, y'all digging into something way deeper than that. Did Lincoln go 40-0?
Yeah.
Did Plano East go 40-0?
Yeah, we were national champs.
Okay. Did they go 40-0? B-Rise? Yes? No?
They went 40-0, Coach.
Did Plano East go 40-0? Yes?
Yeah.
They did the same thing Lincoln did.
No, I mean, I mean, when you look at it from a literal standpoint.
Oh man, y'all be I ain't saying that Lincoln team wouldn't have beat them. Talent wise, it probably ain't a whole lot of teams would have beat that Lincoln team. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Lincoln wasn't the best team. Definitely the best team come out of DISD in the state of Texas.
But you just leaving out something though, Willow.
What's that?
You leaving out. Did Plano East win national championship?
They was number 1 in the country.
No, they wasn't.
They wasn't?
No, they wasn't.
No. Who was it?
Oh, they wasn't them.
Were they even top 5? Were they even top 5?
No.
I think in the end, I think they had moved up toward the echelon, maybe in the top 5 or 10. But nah, man. Hey, man,
you can't tell me a team from state of Texas that go 4-0 ain't the best. Ain't ranked in the nation.
Nah, they ain't playing no people like that, we. Like you gotta realize, like go back and examine all the people they play. Like they flew out of town and went everywhere. They had to go play in Louisiana.
They number 3. And the 2 teams, Columbus, that's in Miami, they was 27-4, and Paul the 6th. They were Paul the 4th was out of Virginia was 33-2. But
do you think Plato East beat Langston?
That's not the point.
No, I'm just asking a question.
That's not the point. That's not what we're talking about. No, you got to stick to what we're talking about. Keep it what we're talking about, Pimpin. We talking about rankings. I'm saying they number 3 in the country.
Okay, that's been established. Now, do you think they beat Lancaster or Faith Family?
I don't think nobody beats Faith Family.
In Texas?
Correct. Out of everybody that won state championships, I don't think nobody beats Faith Family. And I think it would be hard pressed for Faith Family to beat Lancaster. But I think they'll beat them.
Yeah, I mean they beat Lancaster by 1 point earlier this year.
So there you go.
So you can't go either way then. 1 point. He can go either way. It's hard.
So that's my answer.
So they number 3 in the nation, but they number 3 in Texas also.
Hey man, these I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's
talking about rankings. Well, we did start talking about rankings, but they're number 3. And I don't know if this Columbus school is just like, hey, okay, what is DeSoto? Were they the number 1 high school in the country?
Nah, they ended up being the number 1 public school, but they didn't finish as the number 1. They weren't number 1. They weren't number 1 in the final polls.
Okay, so based on this rankings that I'm looking at, if that school from Miami is a private school, then they are the number 1 public school in the country.
I don't think Columbus is a private school though.
Well, I don't know that. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Okay.
It's good. But I'm gonna say this though, Coach. I'm gonna say this, Car. When Lincoln, when they were number 1, they also beat the number 2 team in the nation. They beat Cedar Hill. Cedar Hill, they was number 2 team in the country that year. And Lincoln beat Cedar Hill. You remember that game, Todd?
Yeah, and and we in the ring. I was courtside.
Yeah, I remember they was number 1, number 2 team in the nation. That was stupid game.
And beat Bryson Wright and them.
I remember that. I was up.
Beat Ike Dugard and them. They went to the league. They beat Early Doucette and them. They played for the Cardinals.
But
they went out of town and beat Dunbar with Germans and them. Beat Kimball and them. They had that were loaded. They beat DeSoto. That were loaded. I forgot who they played when they went to the out of town Nike tournament.
Well, that's okay. So that Columbus team, Todd, is where the Boozer twins play.
Okay, yeah, that's who beat Duncanville this year then.
Right. So they the number one team. So 1 and 2 are private schools. Plano East is the number one public school in the country.
Oh, so
now
so
we're going to compare if we go, huh?
So Columbus is private for sure.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say because the Bougie Twins go there. I don't know. I just lied.
Nah, one thing I know about you, man, you always gonna speak factual evidence. Now, if it's fact, say it's fact. If it ain't, say it ain't.
Well, I just said I don't know. I don't know. Is it a private school? I finna Google it. Google never lies. Let's see. Is it a private school? Yes, it's the only private school in the state of Florida to compete in the 8A, 7A level. So yes, they are private schools. And again, they are the number one public school in the country. Plano East.
Well, that's good for them, man.
Yes. Yes. Now, if you're gonna compare both 40-0 teams, I would take that Lincoln team any day of the week against that Plano East team, without question.
I don't know about that one, Will.
You don't know about what? J-Mac, you don't know about what?
No. I'm with the Lincoln. I was still talking about the Plano East competing with them.
Oh yeah, you know how Will live, man.
Hold on, I didn't say that. Did I say that? What are you listening to, brother?
No, I'm still when you was talking about they were 40-0.
But they are 40-0. That's a fact, J-Mac.
But you was alluding to that.
No, what I didn't know, I said exactly what I said. They did the same thing that Lincoln did. Go 40-0. Okay, you just because your comprehension level is an all-time low. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Number 3 in the nation, but also number 3 in Texas. I get it.
Absolutely. I don't think they're the best team in the state of Texas. No. I don't.
I get it, man. Don't tell Matt Diggs that.
They 40-0, so they record gonna say what they are. As my man from the Vikings said, Dennis Green. They are what they record say they are. They are who we thought they are.
I reckon, man. I reckon. I reckon, man. So, Ty, you say you went out there step on step, man, and you saw a little bit. You saw a little something, just a bunch of. You check on any future Burrows?
Yeah, I saw some of the players out there. Yeah, they was out there. They weren't really play. A lot of them weren't playing when I was during the time I was out there, but just see. I gave them the what's up sign. See y'all tomorrow.
Don't be late for workout.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, damn, some. Nah, they be,
So when have y'all started practicing for 7-on-7 as a team yet? When y'all start doing
that? Not really. No. Nah, we trying.
So when do that go? I know the coaches can't be involved, but when do the team start practicing for?
They'll probably start doing some stuff this week. Going through some stuff this week and working on through it. Throughout the rest of the duration of the spring, because we got about 4 weeks till we start practice. So, after spring break, that's when we'll turn up another notch and they'll start doing some of that stuff. And we'll keep building it till it's time.
I got a question for y'all, man. I'll go ask Will this, but since you here, Coach, I ask you too. But like when you first got, and I want to say this, I want to kind of keep it. With Willow, I'm gonna keep it kind of just equal across the board. But I'm curious to know. Like I see a lot of these new coaches getting hired, and everybody put up a graphic of they coaching staff, and I don't know if you've seen when UCLA put up. To me, it's an outstanding coaching staff. I don't know if they're gonna get a chance to really build that program or not. But I like his coaching staff over there at UCLA. And it made me think, like, what's the first hire that you make?
I think it's different depending on, are you already at the school, or you coming there fresh, brand new? So I think it's a couple different ways, and Will could probably say what he think too. But I think each situation is a little different. So you have to be like kind of specific on is the person at the school already?
Let's start off. Yeah, let's start off to make it even. Say a college came and offered Coach Todd whatever he wanted to get him off Marsalis, right? You go to that college. What's your first hire?
In two ways, I'm gonna look at it. First, I gotta have somebody I know I can trust. Number one, even if they ain't gonna be no great football, they don't have to necessarily be a coach. I need to hire somebody that's gonna be able to have my back. If you're just talking about football related, more likely you're gonna go probably with a probably offensive coordinator or something dealing with O-line quarterback play. Starting out first, I would think.
Okay. What about you, Willow?
O-line coach.
Yeah. I mean, me personally, I'll think about that. And O-line coaches, what do y'all rank strength and conditioning coach, especially for college? Because that's like the guy that really set the tone for the culture, right?
Yeah, that's a big hire too. I think I would say that's in the your 5 top hires that you got to make. I think it's in the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
But you say O-line coach first, Willow.
Yeah, because your team is going to be determined by your play up front. That's what you're going to be judged by. And go ahead, Todd.
No, go. I was going to say the opposite. Well, not the opposite, but I wouldn't be say it may not be the first. I may, let's say, if I wanted to hire the offensive coordinator, and then me and him both like, okay, we got to go get this guy to coach the offense. You know what I'm saying? And then we go flying to go get this guy for the offensive line.
Yeah, like the only reason why I say the O-line, because a great O-line coach can coach to the scheme of the offense. So whatever that scheme is, right? That's what a great O-line coach do. So when you go get your OC, it depends on what you're looking for in your OC. Well, not even really depends, because he can either be a great run coach, or he can be a great pass coach, or he can be a great balance coach. Most of your great O-line coaches are teach a technique. So it never really matters of X's and O's as much as it is how to play that position. And I think that's a hard position to coach, because you can't find a lot of great O-lines.
Okay, I like that. So what would be the next one? Give me your top 5 hires.
I'm gonna take care of them. I'm gonna try to solidify that part of the ball dealing with the OC and the O-line person. Then I'm gonna probably go to defense, give me a coordinator, and then look at who gonna be my secondary. Either I'm it's tough. When it comes to defense, I'm gonna look at probably if I get a coordinator, I mean he probably can maybe able to fit anywhere. But then I'm thinking D-line, but then secondary, there's a lot of people who coach secondary don't know shit. So you can have great defensive linemen and then got bullshit secondary coaching, that shit go down the drain. So if it's an outstanding defensive line coach that I know that he just breed dogs every year, then that's gonna move him up the chart. That's gonna move him up the chart too.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with, you got to go with your OC, but my third will probably be, actually that's a lie. I will go with my O-line, D-line coaches. My strength and conditioning coach would definitely be in the top 5, right? So you got O-line coach, D-line coach, strength and conditioning coach. That's top 3. And then I'll finish out with my coordinators. And the only reason why, because every team is built on the foundation of up front. And it's built in the offseason. You know what I mean? We can talk any schematics we want to. We can run any offense we want to. If my kids are in better shape, they're stronger than you, they're better than you, they're better coached than you, they're better players than you, I'm going to beat you. That's why Allen Wilson won with the wing T. It don't matter. You know what I mean? Because I'm beating you up front. Right? And if you look at Sock the same way. It's up front. Right? It's up front. They lost that state championship game because defensively up front, they didn't hold up as good as they should have been when the game mattered the most. Up front. Everything else can be equal, but them 2 positions on the field, they control the game. If you don't have good play up front, give a shit what you do. Look at the Cowboys. As good as they were, 7 players go to the Pro Bowl, their defensive line was terrible. And they lost.
Yeah, ain't no doubt about that. Can't argue with it.
Yeah.
I like it.
It just sometimes I would want to maybe go with my coordinators because if it's somebody I'm picking as a coordinator, then I know they're going to go for a good guys up front, number 1 anyway. You know what I'm saying? But you can have a lot of good pieces around, but if you ain't got a good play caller, it can fuck up a lot of other good shit you got going on if you ain't got nobody who can systematically call plays and scheme you into certain areas where you're able to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
But the same highs we are talking about, like we agree on the same highs. The first high, that's why if I had to go 6, I'm getting somebody that got my back, number 1. So there's gonna be somebody out the field. And then you got O-line, D-line, you got 2. The coordinators, I'm not sure if it's a situation where they coach a position or they don't. But hopefully my OC would be the quarterback coach. I'm going to say that. So they take care of that. Maybe the DC would be the linebacker coach because he's the bridge between the 2 areas. And if I take her up front and then the strength coach, shit, I'd have better hopefully find me a good DB coach and a good wide receiver running back coach, you know.
Yeah. Because if you got a good O-line, you can put shit, Denver Broncos shows you that. How many 4 straight 1,000, 2,000 yard rushes they had? You know what I mean?
They had a run. Yeah.
So
now you're right. Now what I mean, I thought it interesting, Coach. You said there's a lot of DB coaches that don't know how to coach DB. Like what makes you say that though?
Because it's a lot of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about they may don't know the details or the schematically a lot of shit that I probably learned in the last 10 years. That I just know a lot of people just line up. It's like cover 3, everybody line up, then you run like the arrow run back. You know what I'm saying? And just don't be deep as the deepest. And that's the coaching point. Don't let shit get behind you. And
you ain't reading shit on your way over.
Nah. You know, like I wasn't a DB coach, but when I was at Lincoln, I coached DBs. But, you know, I at least was trying to seek knowledge. It was like, okay, I was trying to teach people how to read the 3-step. I'd never done it before myself for the quick game. I was trying to teach them shoulder pad level on where the ball got to go based on the shoulder pad level. When, you know, you got to get on out of there if you get throttled down and break up. But I wasn't a technical guy with it, but I had the basic fundamentals of reading a fucking book or being on YouTube and finding some answers. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when I see a lot of people just got like a bunch of arrows going and everybody just running where these arrows at. Yeah. But it ain't a lot of detailed teaching within where the arrows go, what make the arrow stop, what make the arrow keep going. It's just some very blind shit.
Man, I had an opportunity, man. I ain't gonna ever forget this. You remember Fernando Bryant used to play with
Alabama. Yeah.
All right. So when I was at Morgan, man, he was with us for about 2 or 3 weeks, about 2 or 3 months, and he had to leave because his dad got sick. But to hear him break down the defensive back position based on the tempo and the footsteps of the receiver is unbelievable. He broke it down into 3 zones. If you get to this zone, once they get to this zone, the only route they running is a go route. If they get to this zone, you got to do this. It was just amazing to see that. You know what I mean? And it's like part of my weakness was the DB, even though the first job I had, though Todd, I coached the corner.
Big Wheel with the jam.
Yeah, listen, man. We was out there playing press man. We just physical as shit out there.
Some of them schools too, though, J-Man. Like all them schools that just play man every day. Like how Carter used to just play man every goddamn. Like a lot of that shit you just do because it don't require no teaching. It just, hey, you got this cat. Okay, you just follow him wherever you go. But
I had a coach, man, that I coached
a bunch of shit up. What happened when motherfucker going mostly?
I was coaching this one coach, man. He was at DC. And I would tell him, I said, man, this happened to me twice. One time I was at Arizona West, and I had went to Michigan for the spring. And I learned, because this team was running a lot of 4 wides, 4 verts, so they would start running a lot of spacing and all the little underneath stuff where they was pulling linebackers out, but we was playing man. So we was getting rubbed on a whole lot of stuff. And so I said, Coach, man, let's, put this defense in, whatever. Something Michigan was doing during the spring. And I was like, oh, that's going to be dope. He would never run it. I mean, he would never run it. And we played a team that got a hold of us like that. So a lot of times when you say that, though, Todd, a lot of them play callers, if they don't trust their staff or they think they're bigger than their staff, they get in trouble.
Yeah. I'm telling you, that's how Carter used to play when Allen Wilson was there. Shit. Motherfucker just play straight man across the board. You can be in bunch. Shit, them motherfuckers, they be on the same level. It don't be nobody at different levels and shit.
Because they can't teach it, Coach. That's why they do it.
I used to be like, God damn.
Yeah, and then they had their backs turned to the quarterback and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember watching them.
But you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a lot of detail in besides covering somebody, besides just say, hey, go cover him. It's a lot of detail going a lot of this shit more than the average fan may see. Watching the game from the stand.
All fundamental.
Let me ask y'all this. What's the percentage? What's the percentage of really good coaches that's out there in high school?
High school in general.
I think high school coaching overall, though, is better than college coaching, though.
Okay,
I think it's less good coaches in college.
Correct.
So you think it's better coaches in high school overall?
Yeah, coaches that come with a high school background to go on to coach at the next 2 levels, I think are better coaches than coaches that don't coach at the high school, that haven't coached at the high school level. Because how do you really know how to develop somebody if all you ever do is recruit? So as soon as somebody signs, it ain't about getting them better. You just like, shit, we need to get somebody cold in here.
Ain't that the transfer portal area, though?
I mean, yeah, that helps some too, though. But what I'm saying,
it hurts. That hurts because that's their way out. Let me go get a portal kid. So instead of taking that high school kid who got just as much talent and develop him, because they can't develop.
Yeah.
They don't know how to develop the kid. So because you don't know how to develop the kid, you rather go get another kid that you think that somebody else has developed. That's why these teams don't win. Anyway.
Yeah,
but to say that, yeah, Ty, go ahead.
But that one, I think high school coaches. I think a good high school coach is better. A hell of a high school coach is better than a hell of a college coach. Because a lot of times you got to realize college too. The person who may be coaching them ain't the person that you see on TV. It may be the person that's only making $80,000 that really do all the damn work, while the one who making $600,000 or $700,000 is just the show pony.
Hey, Todd. So it's crazy that you say that, man. When I was at Michigan, I was coaching like the D line.
Yeah.
That I wasn't a D line coach on paper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maddie was. But Maddie won defensive line coach of the year. Right?
Did he at least take you out to
dinner? Nah, man. Maddie recruited me. He's like my dad, man. Shit. Maddie done did a lot of good things. Chris Partridge won recruiter of the year, but me and my partner Antonio is the one who built the Michigan recruiting model that they still use it to this day, but he won recruiter of the year. You know what I'm saying? So it's never in college, and a lot of them big universities, it's a lot of people, man, who you don't never see, like a Ward that's doing all the work, but they'll never get the credit for it.
Yeah, Jacquees Smith, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, Jacquees Smith, he got a position job now, right?
Nah, he with the Falcons now. He went to Nevada.
He left. Okay. So
yeah,
okay,
he went to Nevada.
Okay.
Then he got now he with the Falcons. He coached the outside linebacker.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good. Well, I mean, somebody recognized him.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying too, though. That you gotta realize is that somebody, you may be a good coach, but what if you can't deal with them? You know what them Miss Lydia words. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the ninjas.
Like a lot of them people can't deal with them kids. Yeah, like them people. Like if you was a D1 school, I'm just hypothetically say, I don't know, pick a school, because I just don't want to say the same school. Pick a school, J Mac, like a good school.
Ohio State.
Okay, if you Ohio State, if you was to design the player that you wanted, I'm talking about off the field wise, and you just created the perfect fucking module of a player you wanted to recruit, then a lot of times it wouldn't be guys that come from certain areas included in that. You know what I'm saying? So now when you got to go get some of these guys that's rough around the edges, that come from some messed up home lives, different stuff like that. How do you have somebody at this school that can't even relate to them or what they're going through? That's key. So if you can't relate to them, how the hell you gonna coach them? So now you got to go hire Will Carr to come up there to really coach the kid, but you gonna make all the money, and that shit crazy.
No, that makes sense. So tell me this. I mean, since you say that, let's hold right there, Coach. Why is there not more did you see the UCLA staff?
Yeah. There are a lot of black people.
Why is it more staff like that then?
Because then you got to have somebody in a position to hire them type of people. UCLA may have felt like they was at a point where they had to do something like that in order to get them an edge. So we're gonna hire a black head coach that's kind of young. Everybody know him. He was a good little running back in the day. Went to the league or whatever. Okay, now he gonna hire him. It's like an experiment. It's the same way when Mac Brown's at Texas. He ain't want nobody jumping around, dancing, kicking, and listening to music. But when goddamn Vince Young say this the only way I can play, then what you do, you conform to what they want. And the shit you grew up on start to change. Based on what kind of players you trying to get or you gonna have. Hey, no different than when what college was that when goddamn USC played Alabama? Didn't nobody want no black players on their team down south, but as soon as they got their ass ran through by USC, what everybody started doing?
Want to get them one?
They go get me some colors too. And that shit ain't never been the same ever since.
Well, and you think about it like this too, though. It's J-Mac. It's not a lot of us in that position. You know what I mean? You know,
yeah,
it's just not. It's not. You know what I mean? And Deshaun played there. You know, he's a legend at that program. But how many black head coaches do we have? If you look at University of Maryland staff, they staff is a predominantly black staff.
Yeah, he a real cool dude.
If you go look at, I don't know how Penn State staff is with James Franklin. I don't know.
The another thing,
does the SEC even have black head coaches?
I don't know. But I'm saying, and then you got to break down, J-Mac, everybody look like you ain't like you.
That's for real. Yeah.
So now you got to go, it's a whole bunch of people that be playing that game and try to come play the jive turkey game on good times with you. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't really about their life.
I thought this is an interesting article right here. Shout out to Dave Campbell. The imbalance in FBS head coaches, coordinators in Texas. Are we talking Texas?
But that's what I'm saying. It's supposed to be imbalanced. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's imbalanced because, like, first of all, them schools wasn't made for the people that they trying to get to play on their football team. So, like, they not going to give up all their power. It's just like if you own the business, you're going to hire who the hell you want at the top. Now, you may let him get how many field hands he want, but you ain't going to really let no other dude come be at the top, though. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you also
right.
got
But I mean, what you think about coordinators, though, right? We talking about it's only 2 black coordinators in Texas. Now, Texas ain't no small state.
Yeah.
But how many black coordinators is in the FCS? You know what I'm saying? Like where they being groomed at? It's a lot.
We're gonna break down. Look at this. I didn't even see this, man. Do y'all see this? It's 0 QB coaches that's black in FBS in Texas.
And those are the guys who get the offensive coordinator job.
0. What did y'all say y'all first hire was? What did y'all say y'all first hire was?
O-line. Yeah.
Wow.
0 black O-line coaches. You know why? Because those are your 2, the quarterback and all right. Listen, this goes back way back before integration. The things they said, black people can't play quarterback because their brain's not big enough, they're not smart enough. O-line is the second position behind the quarterback, it's the second most important position on the field. They have to be smart. Black people can't learn, they're not going to be your O-line coach. This is way before we were born, J-Mac. And here we are sitting in 2024, and we saying the same thing.
But you still got to break into the thing, though, J-Mac. You got to realize. Think back when you was in high school. Who you want to play O-line?
Yeah, because I remember seeing Willow cry in 7th grade because Coach Wald had him on O-line.
So I'm saying, first of all, it ain't a position that most people, because it's a selfless position. You only get blamed and you never get praised, really. So it's normally not a position that fits our MO, to be honest with you. And it's also been considered a thinking position, like Will was saying. So, I mean, I'm not surprised by the numbers. And then whoever you learned under in order to get into them numbers.
Right. Who vouching for you? That's what it comes down to. Who vouching for you?
And then look at the last position.
You're supposed to be making all these waves though, and they got 2 black coaches.
But this is what I'm saying too, though. I also think of when you were integrated into what positions were the last positions to be integrated?
O-line, quarterback.
Exactly. So in the past, it was you can have a talented guy at quarterback, but like, nah, you don't fit the scheme of what a quarterback's supposed to be. Go play receiver. Go play DB. So, you don't know how many Michael Vicks it was before Michael Vick or how many guys it could have been Lamar Jackson before Lamar Jackson.
Right. J-Mac, let me tell you something.
Lie, man. That just blowing my mind though, Coach. I hear what y'all saying. I'm not discrediting nothing y'all saying. Shout out to Coach Evans, man. I'm gonna put up what you just said. I like what you just said. But that just blowing my mind. No QB coach? No O-line coach?
Hell, J-Mac, we just started training color quarterbacks shit in the last 10 years, probably.
J-Mac, watch this though. Let me show you something. The running back, the D-line, and the DB positions. What color are they?
They black. Majority.
What about the players?
Cruz. What about your players?
They usually black.
Okay. That's why they put black coaches. Because what I'll tell you about the linebacker, yeah, it may be a lot of black D coordinators. There are not a lot of black D coordinators. It may be a lot, but even in the state of Texas, it's only one. So, I'm just saying, just look at the numbers and you see where the coaches are going. Because they feel like those are the 3 most athletic positions you can play. You just got to be a dog. And right then, them probably are 3 of your most positions that give you problems. Right? You always catch a running back on some old whatever. You always catch a D-line dude because of the position and the nature and the mentality of them. And the DB and all the shit that they bring to the table. So where they put your 3 black coaches? There. It's all systematic, bro.
Yeah. They ain't finna give you that goddamn game and let you take it over. Goddamn, J-Mac.
Well, I mean, we're in 2024.
Man, 2024. I mean, shit. That mean, like, shit. Martin Luther King died in what year? In 60 something.
67.
That shit ain't that long ago, J-Mac. I damn near were born.
Yeah.
Hey. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm just tripping, man, because and I agree with Matt still. I agree with you, Matt, on this part. I do think Texas is catching on when it comes to head coaching with blacks.
But you gotta know why. But why?
Tell us why.
Because they want to win. And they don't want to keep losing the people.
Hey, how many black head coaches we got in the state of Texas in Division I football?
None. I don't think, dude.
None.
And that's why I'm talking about high school, though.
Right, but that's why I was just about to say that. So now, if you start looking at high school, we used to have no black head coaches. So, in order for this trend to change, like the more black head coaches we get now, because them kids are starting to relate to us. You know how your face look, Todd. You know what I mean? They can relate to you, so they're gonna play for you. You know what I mean? And that's gonna change. In order for that to change, then all the other stuff will change. So my question to you though, Todd, is
when
you see this, what do you think is the key contributing fact to the fact that these colleges are not allowing these coaches, like an Emmett? Emmett will be a great OC.
Yeah.
But why do you think Emmett has got an opportunity to be an OC with his past success?
I still think in one ways, I think they do value some people's brain, but at the end of the day, I think they think you just recruiters. I think they get caught up in you just a good recruiter type stigma that they put on people. I mean, I think sometimes the boy that knew somebody got to be willing to take that chance. The same way they took that chance on Chad Morris. You know what I'm saying? When he was coming out of Lake Travis. Same way they took the chance on Todd Graham when he was at Allen. It's been coaches that people done took chances on, but you got to find somebody willing to believe and take that chance of you, which means you got to have somebody at a higher power than actually the head coach, but who's hiring somebody in place that's hiring the head coaches. And when you start talking about that, how many of us are sitting in that particular AD position, president of university position? Right now, they're going to hire us only if they feel that this is the only way they're going to win. The same way why Duncanville hired Sam. If he tried to go there 2 years before, they would have laughed at him. But they had failed and struck out with the coach to come from Lake Travis. So they knew the only way that they could get back to winning was to hire somebody, number one, that could relate to the kids. And then they understood that, okay, we're going to have to let him do it his way because we need him more than he need us.
Also to get the kids to come back, Coach, because they were losing a whole lot of kids.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. But it all go back to the kids. But also, them type of schools be like, okay, we know it's been one way out here. This shit we need him more than he need us. So, we got to let him do what the hell he do.
And shout out to Coach Evans again, man. Coach Evans, you on fire, dog. We got to get you back on the show, man. You talking that good shit. I love it. But and what he's saying makes sense because when I asked you guys, y'all first hire, both of y'all said offensive guys.
Well, I think the difference is this. We are both defensive coaches, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Okay. So we look at our stuff. It's like this. I don't necessarily have to hire a fire-ass D-line coach because I can be a fire-ass D-line coach. You see what I'm saying? But I want to win. And I know I can't coach a position and still expect to win because during the course of a game, how am I going to sit there and go over stuff that we need to go over between possessions when I need to be on the sideline? You know what I mean? So I think if you ask Todd can coach linebackers all day. Shit, he put 100 of them in the league. That he can't do that.
That's gonna be Todd. That's gonna be Todd last hire, right? Because he knows if all else fails,
I can go. I can coach linebackers. You see what I'm saying? So for him, that position is not necessarily a position that it's kind of like this. When I was working at Michigan, I would have to sit in Brady Hoke's meetings and run the meetings. But when he came, he always said in the meetings that he did the first 2 or 3 drill tapes, team tapes with the D-line because that's what he coached. And he always needed something to do. So I'd always have to go in at the end behind him and do all the other stuff. So as a head coach, it's a lot of times, man, when you got coaches that know how to do that stuff, it's a lot easier because that's one position that you feel comfortable that if all else fails, they're going to have success because they got you on the staff.
Yeah.
And that's why when Todd's like, I can coach my linebacker if all else fails.
Shout out to my
I'm a football
Lynn,
coach.
Man.
I can coach any position on the field. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying shout out to Coach Lynn. Like he said, there's a lot of underground road work laid to help our coaches get in the room. Coach, we gotta have you come on and talk to us about that. Like what is there that? Cause we had 168 this past year. Shout out to Matt Stepp, just gave us that stat. But
and Matt Stepp, how many was it 10 years ago? If you can come up with
that number shrinking, I promise you that number shrinking.
Absolutely. And Coach Lynn is right, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's a part of what the stuff he's doing with the I-20 class, clinic. It's a lot of stuff that he's doing even on his staff, I just think a lot of times, man, you start looking at it and, I mean, look at Coach Lynn's staff. Right?
Yeah, he got good mix.
Yeah. Look at Coach Gates' staff. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say some stuff because if we're gonna have a little church, let's have a little church. But we're gonna say some stuff. Crowley offensive coordinator is not black.
No, defense coordinator.
North Crowley offensive coordinator is not black.
No, the offense coordinator is black. Coach McHugh, you can't take his blackness.
Oh,
just because he got color eyes.
Is he black though? I don't know. I'm asking.
Yes, he's biracial.
Ish. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's fine. So he black.
McHugh is biracial. Yeah,
that's fine. We'll take him off tape. North Crowley offense coordinator is not black.
The DC is white. Coach Wolf is white.
That's fine.
Okay.
This Duncanville offense coordinator is not black. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Shout out to Claude, but he is the offense coordinator. Yeah. Even though he's the head coach, he's still the offense coordinator.
And last year, his offensive and defensive coordinator was white.
You see what I'm saying? So I think as much as we sit there and we say that, Todd, there still has to be another level of commitment from the people in charge at that particular position.
But you didn't name one staff.
They are the one state, so I don't give a shit. I take whoever I need to take to win state. It don't matter.
No. What I'm saying, and this is something I pride myself on personally. We the only staff that's 100% minority, from top to bottom, coordinator positions, anything with it. We was all minority. It was a FUBU staff for us by us.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I think that may be one of the first that ever happened.
Yeah, we might not see that again. Because the only other staff, and I think it ain't no coincidence that y'all probably the last inner city to win a state in forever also. Because those are usually the staffs that's 100% like that.
Yeah, but even when you think back to Carter, when they won back at they staff wasn't.
See, we had Coach Aiken.
Yeah.
All right, Coach Aiken. It goes back to what you're saying, though, Todd. It's like if we really want to change this narrative, if we really want to change what we say we want, then as head coaches that are in these positions, to me, I'm all about winning. I want the best person for the job. But I also know that we have to be able to part of our job and our responsibility is helping the person that looks like us. Because we're a minority that has been undervalued, right? Let's be honest. When you talk about football in general, we are football. And the majority of the cats in the NFL look like us. But we're not good enough to coach our own kids. That's what we're saying? Or we're saying that y'all are good enough to coach them at that level, but they need us to go to another level. We got to figure out where we fit into this whole dynamics. And I know if you look at my man at Maryland, Coach has a whole thing of black minority coaches that he helping to get to those positions. So if you look at his OC and his DC, they black.
Coach Lottie.
He's walking that walk.
Coach Lottie. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? How many black head coaches do we have that are bringing black OCs with them? Because let's be honest, we can sit here and say we want to, and as messed up as it is, we all run off and hire these OCs, but OCs ain't winning national championships. They ain't winning state championships. They just make you look good.
Yeah.
So we can say all we want to say and talk about football and make it what it's supposed to be and what we have envisioned in our heads. The bottom line is if we say as people, we gonna help our people, let's help our people.
But I mean, the key is though, Willow. The key is it ain't just. I mean, you got to help your people and win because you ain't gonna be around to help your people if you don't win.
Correct, and that's okay. But that's when I go back and I say, J Mac, you're exactly right. That I don't care if they white or black. I want to win. Right? I want to hire the best person for the job because that's what it should be. Now, the other part of that is we know that we are in such a disadvantage that it's going to take people like us to only take a chance on people like us.
And that's what I'm saying too, though, Will. See, like you say, you want to hire the best person for the job. But also in regards to that, when you start talking about this type of stuff, because a lot of times the best person for a job, technically, whether you're white or black, don't get the job. However it go. But at some point in time, if you really gonna impact change, you gotta hire the best person for the job that fits a particular criteria for you also. You feel what I'm saying? If you say you want that to change, because the best person for the job, experience-wise, can always be somebody that don't look like me. Because they may have had a better structure, foundation that was giving more opportunities to be successful or to gain experience where I wasn't able to gain that. So you also got to pride yourself on the person that allow you to come in inexperienced and to gain the experience on the job along with being a hell of a coach. It's just like when I first got the job, the first person I called Ward. Now, I called Ward, and Ward will tell you right there, Ward ain't never had we ain't never interviewed when he first came to SOC. We ain't do shit. You know what made me hire Ward? Carl. When Ward was at Lincoln, some years later, this coach that's at Lincoln is still there right now, Coach Baird. He was like, Todd, man, it's funny, man. We got a coach at Lincoln. And he reminded me of when you first came to Lincoln and you was coaching. And that always stuck to me. So I would go watch him in games whenever I was free, maybe go watch a Mesquite team play or whatever. But you can add Ward. Me and Ward ain't never sat down and did no interview for no fucking job. I just went with what my gut said. And shit, I like, you come? He was like, shit, I don't know why I'm come. You run the front. I like, shit, done deal, bye. That quick. I don't need you dropping no goddamn X's on the board. I don't need none of that shit. We can build philosophy, all that other shit. That shit can come.
Yeah.
And you can ask him, and that's just how it went. Hey, see, they fuck around and gave me this job. What it gonna take? Shit.
But Todd, that's how a majority of them jobs are given. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not an anomaly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just that sometimes you kind of get caught in those lower positions. Which here's a funny thing, and it's gonna trip you out. There are not a lot of white coaches that know black coaches. I can remember vividly sitting in meetings where our coordinator was white, and we have to hire so many black coaches on the staff, and they just didn't know who to hire because they didn't know any black coaches. Nepotism is a real thing, and I think for us and our people, we got to be okay with that because best believe when I get in a position of power like that, I'm going to hire my own. Right, wrong, or indifferent. I always say this. I'm going to hire my own, but they got to be they got to be definitely one or two things. And really, they got to be both. Extremely qualified and my boy. because if they're extremely qualified, can't nobody come into that job or that situation and say, "Oh, he got hired because he is boy." So, like for an example, Alan Wilborn, he was going to be the first O-line coach I'm gonna hire. You know why? Because Alan was the JUCO coach, linebacker assistant coach of the year. So when you go and you look at his pedigree and you look at the things that he's done, yeah, we may have grown up since we was 4 and 5 years old. Played Little League football together all the way through. Even played against each other in college. But he can hold his own on his own. So he's qualified to do this job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to. I mean, it's just what it is.
Yeah, I feel you because I mean, me as me just growing up, you know, I always because I've been going to these games since goddamn the 80s and been hearing in the stands and you hear people at the barbershop talk and all this other shit. And the part what I never wanted to have, and this may make me wrong or I don't know, but I never wanted to hear that I had to hire somebody different from me to get to the mountaintop. And that's what I prided myself on. And and not only myself, but my staff is what we was able to do. Nobody can ever take that away. Like how they try to slide some of the success here and there. And me and Peterman are good friends. And I've been knowing Peterman for a long time. But soon as Duncanville won, it wasn't about really that Samp won. It was like, from what I heard in the community that I live in and the people I'm around, the immediate thing was, see, all you had to do was get a white boy and then you win state. That's all he was been missing them years.
Like that's why I moved away from them naysayers. I had to move away from them naysayers because that's how they think.
But that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of this shit I've been heard all my life, stuck in my head through all my coaching experiences. Because every time somebody looked like me lose, it was always something we wasn't good at and we was underqualified to do, or we need somebody else to come get us to show us how to get it done. And one thing I pride myself on is shit. My shit been all ethnical and whatever the ethnicity of me in all areas, all my goddamn life.
Well, you FUBU. That's how you saying. You FUBU.
And I'm saying, and you can even say from winning with 2 black coordinators, then the next year we want to stay with Hispanic and a black coordinator. So, you know, like, that's something that I get to go to my grave with and feel. I feel an honor in that shit because I hear how our own people talk about us and what we need in order to be successful sometimes. Like, I've been hearing that shit all the fucking since Fred and Jane were done.
Man, you know, and here's the thing, man. This is what I don't think people truly understand is, as black coaches, if you think about the history of black coaches, even back to Coach James now, they never had access to the way that coaches, our coaches now today, have access. You know what I mean? So the things that they was able to learn were things that they was based on that they had the opportunity to grow up and go through. You know what I mean? So now the evolution of the black head coaches have produced Todd, the Samples, the Mathises. Those guys have benefited. You know, I'm pretty sure Coach Mathis is a totally different coach after spending time at SMU. You know what I mean? So now coming here, he's learned so many things that now he's able to put all these offenses and these defenses into certain situations that it's hard for them to adapt to because they don't have the knowledge to adapt to it. And I think that's great, but then I think with that power comes, let me start building my tree. So if you look at a Coach Samples, he has built his tree. And a lot of times, man, when you look at the fruits of the tree and look at a guy like you, man, I think you and Ramel are probably the only two that has actually had the benefit of playing and coaching for him. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the thing that makes it so much more amazing is that you guys seen it. And as black coaches, we have to find out a way. And let me take it a step further. Forget the black coaches. let's start talking about these black principals and these black administrators. Let's talk about them because they have to be held accountable for these hires as well. Because before change can really implement, you got to be able to hire a Carlos Lynn. You got to be able to take a chance on a Ray Gates before you even get to who they can hire.
Yeah.
So I think this system that we have going with more black ADs like Crowley has is beneficial to the Lyns. It's beneficial to the Gates because if you look at the success that they have.
Yeah.
Right?
I think that's next. I think that's next. We got to have more black ADs in order when we're talking outside of the inner city. Like,
correct.
We're gonna need more. And I do want to make a correction. Because that article was printed in 2023, and I do want to say at the beginning of the year, SMU did hire a black QB coach, De'Aaron King. If y'all remember him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is one. It is one. So I make that correction. And I do agree with Coach Lynn. What Coach Lynn said right here is we do got to groom the. I think the older coaches got to groom the younger coaches. They got to do a better job of passing down what it's going to take to be a head coach. And push them out. I remember when we had Coach Mathis on. Coach Mathis was saying that he want to push his coaches out to be head coaches. He didn't remember. I don't know if you remember, Will, when he said that. He like, I don't want you sitting up under me. Like I need you gone. I need you going out and being the head coach and starting your own. Because if you're sitting up under me, that means you're not trying to grow. And I agree with Coach Mathis when he said that.
But this is a thing too that I think also when you do consider that, I don't think all coaches want to be head coaches too. So sometimes it's not about the growth. I think each coach got his own particular plan. Like when my partner Harold was alive and he coached it, he went to play the A&M, did a little bit with Kansas City, coached the Skyline. He always used to tell me like, Todd, let's say, man, I ain't trying to be no head coach. I ain't trying to do all the shit that shit require. He said, I'm going to coach defensive line. I ain't finna watch all the film every day like you gonna do. I just need you to tell me what they need to do and what we need, how we need to structure practice. And that's what I'm going to get done. And so that's what I'm saying. Everybody ain't. A lot of people want to be a head coach because of the presumed title, the shit that come with it. But it ain't meant for everybody. It ain't meant for everybody. Now, some people had the opportunity, but they might be like they want a certain job, or they feel that they reach a certain point where it needs to be a certain type of job. I'm just not going to any old school to need a head coach. I want to be in a position to be successful as a head coach too. So all that shit plays into it too.
But I mean, you also, and first before I say this, man, shout out to my homie Pete, man. Pete, that's my dog down there in Houston. I'm gonna have Pete on, man. We're gonna have some really good conversation between Houston and Dallas, man. Y'all don't want to miss that. That's gonna be crazy. But I also think it's also good. It ain't gotta be a head coach. Like, you don't have to mentor your young coaches to be head coaches in high school. You can mentor them to maybe go on to college and and maybe they could be a great assistant coach, right?
Yeah, but now you still talk about now it comes to a need. Somebody always told me this a long time ago. They said the college coaches would prefer you to stay in high school because if they got a good relationship with you, they want you to really stay where you are there. What does it take? And Will has been at the next level, but really, when they really going to get certain people, why are they getting them? Number one. And let's go back to Chambers, because I think a lot of this shit started with Bruce Chambers. Chambers probably number one wasn't wanted in Texas for his football knowledge. He was going to be viewed as the insider that could teach them how to get the kids that they wanted from the area. He should be able to relate to them, and he should be able to get them in the University of Texas, and which he did. But that's what I'm saying. So you got to know, if I'm going there first, I may be somebody like you say, go to the college level, but then when they start talking football, everybody give me that shut your ass up look. And you think you may be going there because you supposed to be a football knowledge guy. Nah, you here just get them black kids up here. And when it comes to football, you do what the fuck we tell you to do. And you just help us get these kids up here. So I'm saying you got to know what you're going to too. Are you going to be accepted as a coach? Or are you going, number one, to be accepted as a recruiter? That's a big thing.
Well, that's what y'all. That's back. That goes back to what y'all was saying about, developing and recruiting. Like, which one is it? Are you in college? Or what to put it? I mean, in college, are you more valued as a recruiter or a developer? Which one is it?
I think it goes back to those positions, right? So if you look at that list you put out, even though it's 2023 and De'Aaron King, that's good. But if you look at those positions, the quarterback and the O-line position, those are positions where they feel that the skill level being taught has to be extremely high. If you look at the running back position, they figure that's a position that's more natural than anything else. Yeah, we can run drills and teach you to, after, we would always say, after you do what I asked you to do, the rest of that stuff is on you. You know what I mean? And that's where you see the difference in the running back's talent level. D-line coach is the same way. DB coach is the same way. Those guys pretty much have that type of athletic ability. So when you look at us and the jobs that we're having, when you're talking about the OC, they're putting their OC from two positions. Have you ever heard a running back coach ever become an OC?
Not normally.
You've never heard it. I've never heard of a running back coach becoming an OC. I've heard of the O-line coach and the quarterback coach. Right?
Right.
Very seldom do you hear D-line coach becoming the OC. I hear a linebacker coach and a DB coach. But more so the linebacker coach before anybody else. He gets that DC job.
Because he's considered the thinker, right?
Correct. He has to be able to play in both worlds. Right? So it's one of those things, man, like I say, it always go back to, if you look at the positions it always go back to the position first, right? When you say a recruiter first, you're a D-line coach, and you're a running back coach, and you're a DB coach, are all consider your best recruiter position, and your running back. Wide receiver is next. You see what I'm saying? And it's because they feel that those positions are the positions that we need. What kind of players? Black players, athletic players, inner city players. You know what I'm saying? So they go get those. I think it's all systematic of how you look at it. I think it's the same way of thinking that we thought about it before integration. So it hasn't changed. I mean, the numbers tell you it hasn't changed.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to the homie Marcus, but you got to understand, Chambers was the head coach when he left. I mean,
yeah, but I think Carter was kind of on their way down after that, though, man.
Yeah, but he also left for a bag. I mean, he left for life-changing money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For your family, shit, it's good. I mean, and he learned a lot, and he was a gateway for a lot of other people to see that you could go to that level.
And he's the AD in Arlington, right?
Assistant AD,
He's assistant AD.
Yeah.
But look how many black coaches in Arlington now.
Yeah. Oh no, man. I think, when you talk
That's
about
what I'm saying.
When I think about it, Coach Chambers, man, now that was my D coordinator. So for 3 years, like I played for Bruce. Even now when I talk to him, man, it's some of the best conversations you ever have. You know what I mean? And he's one of those guys, man. I think that, as a black coach, Arlington should be able to go to the next level because they actually have an AD that played the game, know the game, and that's holding them accountable. You know what I mean? So Arlington is in great position. Like you say, look at all the black head coaches they got. Now, you got to start winning. You got to. You know what I mean? Or it's all for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the beauty of it. Like, you got to win. Like, hiring black coaches is only cool, but shit, you got to win. That's going to open the door for the next dude.
I agree with that one. I agree with that one too. I don't know. I just think it's all interesting. I definitely think it's all interesting.
And I'm gonna tell you something that I really believe, J-Back. Sometimes, let's say in the high school job, the head coach job thing, sometimes you got to catch the stock at the right time. You know what I'm saying? And now I want you to go back to them times. Like I will say, he said by the time Coach Chambers was getting it was fizzling out, per se. You know what I'm saying? Let's say during that time, let's say Coach Chambers don't go to Texas. Let's say he goes to DeSoto. As you know, the migration is still the same group of people, J-Mac. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you cross the street.
Right.
What do you think DeSoto? Do you think DeSoto would have turned the shit a lot sooner if that would have happened?
Now I will say this. I agree. I think DeSoto's biggest mistake after Ben Dow was they did not go. They should have went black right then. They should have went to a black coach right then. I think Meadows set them back.
Well, he had success for years though, too, though.
He had success, but he still at the same time he set them back as a community because he brought in that old ways of the Oklahoma small city type ways. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When at the time DeSoto was exploding. See what I'm saying? DeSoto was exploding. Like, you don't see many DeSoto alums from the Meadows area supporting DeSoto right now.
No, it's been invaded.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's been invaded. I mean, it's like if you go to the Carter game, how many people before the integration hit, how many people you see them at the Carter games?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But just imagine if Chambers would have came right after Dow, or Samples, or whoever. You know what I'm saying? It changes the whole outlook at DeSoto. DeSoto probably, ain't no telling how big it would explode.
Like
for me, those are missing years.
Yeah, but this how I always view high school coaching as far as like head jobs. One way is that, you can politic and network and try to use your network capability to put you in a position to get a head job. Or you got to do what you got to do where you at and make them motherfuckers want you where you ain't got to go to them. They got to come to you. And when they come to you, they know it got to be your way or no way. And that's the two different ways that I really see it. Because if you look at it, Samples ain't no networker. Samples ain't finna go like when you see him.
Yeah.
I mean, if you being real, from me knowing Coach Samples all these years, Coach Samples do it his way, and that's the way it's gonna be. And what had happened was he made motherfuckers want him. So now they had to come get him at places that he used to couldn't even ask to get no interview. But now what Duncanville was like, shit, we need this motherfucker. We gotta go get him. Whatever it takes, open the checkbook, write that shit.
Nah, I don't doubt. But look
but
what
he ain't the typical networking guy. You know what I'm saying? He ain't finna be all this, a lot of stuff like, some people more networking, more personable. Stuff like that. So, me and coaching, I always viewed it in them two ways. Is you either you can network, and then because you make good connections and make good relationships, you meet people, or either you got to be so good that people are willing to come get you, no matter if you ever networked or not. But you gotta pick your route that you want to go.
Ain't no doubt about it. I mean that's on the AD then, right?
I mean, that's the AD and the superintendent. Like if you go into a one-horse town, shit, everybody got to be sold in on this shit. I mean, like it's a reason why Duncanville got salary positions for their basketball and football coaches. Most people don't got that shit. Most people stipend. Them motherfuckers, they know what they're looking for and they know what they want and they're willing to do whatever it takes to get it. But he had to cultivate himself where he came from into Dallas because they didn't want him back then.
Real quick, the homie Alonzo, I have to disagree with you, brother. It's a town called Crowley that represent that 817 that's gonna get to Fort Worth kid. If they any good. I'm just letting you know they ain't gonna make it to Arlington, homie. They ain't gonna make it to Arlington. You know what I'm saying? They all going down south. They going down 35 south, brother. Trust me. Yeah, that's for the ones that don't make it way out west.
Nah, that shit real though, J-Mac. I'm telling you. Like,
no, I mean, I believe you, man. It's a great point. It's a great conversation to have when looking at it. And it's almost I ain't gonna lie, man. I mean, we in 2024, bro. And I understand it ain't that long because I ain't that old. You know, I'm a young 48. It ain't that old from segregation and all that. You know, it ain't that long ago. It's still when you just say it out loud. It's crazy. When you say it out loud to the discrepancies in the coaching part, not in the players. Because to me, the players been running things for a minute. The players been predominantly black for a minute.
Yeah, but that's the sad part about it. The players are predominantly black, but the people who are coaching them aren't. And not saying, and again, so let me say this. Man, if you're good and you're good enough to coach, you know what I mean? I don't get caught up in black and white. All I'm saying is a lot of times as black coaches, we're gonna need somebody to take a shot on us. Where a lot of times white coaches don't necessarily need that.
And we're on top of that. And the ones that do get a shot have got to perform and can't mess it up.
Correct. Like at a high level.
Yeah, like you got, and that don't mean everybody win state but at the end of the day, like you just got to make sure you're competitive, making sure you're about them kids, and making sure you're making them winners at least off the field as much as you're striving for them to win on the field.
Man, did you know that there's a whole set of rules for black coaches when they get into coaching that they can't do?
I ain't never know them. I was just shocked.
I gotta remember. I'm trying to remember. I remember when I was at Michigan camp. Well, this is before I got my first job. My man, he coached at the Packers now, D-line coach. He used to coach at Oklahoma. He used to coach at Michigan. Jerry Montgomery. He said, you can't, you got to be at meetings on time. And two of them was, you can't be messing with no girls. Can't be having women problems. You know, it was like all things that are like stereotypical when they think of a black person. It's like all the things that they think is stereotypical you can't do. And it's true, man, because they that whole thing, they look at you different, man. Because it's a country club type job when you're getting at that level. You know, it's different, man. It's really different. And as black coaches, we literally are still having to hold ourselves. There's no equality. And I say that because there are coaches that are like this. When Ty was talking about high school coaches, there are high school coaches that are better at that position than his college coach. But because his college coach, dad is a friend of his or whatever, he's going to get those shots way before you get those shots. And when you get those shots, you got to outperform that dude, not by a little bit, but by a lot. So it's just it's different for us. It really is. It's different, J-Man.
No, I mean I get it, man. But I just think, and I'm gonna play a little devil's advocate right here. I don't think it's. I think with coaching is almost like any job, right? It's like you have to be able to get in kind of where you fit in. You know what I'm saying? Like, is there a favoritism? Yeah. Is there nepotism? Yeah. But that's anywhere. That's not just coaching. That's anywhere. So the way I look at it is you need more people that's willing to, like you said, give their own a chance, like everywhere else. Like, we need some nepotism. Like, Coach Todd's son needs to come up and be a coach and take over. Or Coach Todd's nephew. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you kind of, for me, even it out. You know, I hear it a lot because I don't think it makes you a bad coach. If your dad was a great coach and you coming up, okay, yeah, you might got a better chance, but can we fault you for that? Like, wouldn't you take it?
No, but then what I'm saying though, Jay, I'm not disputing that. I mean, anybody that come from a good family, go always hook up your family. I mean, to a degree. I don't care what color you are. If you come from a decent family with some foundation, hell yeah, you're gonna hook up. You're gonna be a hookup for your family. I ain't disputing that. What I'm saying is the product, the difference between corporate America and what you're talking about in the football game is like it really go back to, like, think of a slavery mindset. The product is the kids.
Mm-hmm.
They're the product. So you still maintaining your status quo off of the backs of the kids. And the kids, and a lot of it, this money didn't start getting like growing like this until our kids that look like us start playing at places that wasn't for us. But we don't got a strong enough financial backing in universities that look like us to get our kids back to where they were before they was allowed in, only because of sports. It wasn't shit ass the motherfucker went to Texas for when they first started going with sports. And then they started taking a couple of smart kids from around the state or whatever and all this other shit. But they there because of sports. Like, don't ever fool that. Like, these kids not at these big schools for no education. They there to play ball and make money for their university. And now they're in a position where now they can make money for themselves. So that's the big difference.
Jimmy Johnson. No, Jimmy Johnson said the best. You're not here to play school.
Yeah.
You're here to play football.
Yeah,
I didn't bring you here. I didn't bring you here. I didn't bring you here because you good at math. I brought you here because you can chase a ball.
And then what happened was, and then that's why you start to see going to these schools and start looking at these off the field positions. I'm talking about they don't even deal with football. Go start looking at the recruiting departments of a lot of these schools now. Is where you'll see people used to hang with at the park. Because they know they're the plug. Or they know how to deal with them. Or they got a relationship with them. Because, yeah, like SMU can want to win in that championship. But it's a certain caliber kid that's when you're going to have to win that championship. Is that the normal kid that walks around University Park or Highland Park? Hell no. Nah. So you got to have somebody there that can deal with them goddamn kids.
And that's
because
why
they're trying to get the best of both worlds.
And you look at their quarterbacks they got, and they got the black quarterback coach, which is D'Eriq King. Now let's look at the quarterbacks they brought in. We know they got Jennings. Then they brought in. Well, I mean, Stone on his way out, but yeah, you got Stone. But behind Stone, you got Jennings. You got the other kid from Frisco Liberty / McKinney, the black kid. I forget his name.
Luster. It's Luster. Kendrick Luster.
Luster. You got Luster. And now they trying to hold over dear life with the Duncanville quarterback.
Yeah.
Ain't none of them pressing Stone, coach. Ain't none of them from that area.
No.
Makes sense.
Tell you, man, that's the way they. Go ahead, J Mac. I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead. You probably say the same thing I'm gonna say. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You got it.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, a lot of people don't think Preston Stone is the best quarterback there right now.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I was gonna say you're right, man. Like everything you just said kind of goes back to what we were talking about when you're hiring those positions. Now, the great thing for D'Eriq King is that he's at a quarterback position. So as long as he's at that OC position, his trajectory is OC. I mean, as long as he's at the quarterback position, his trajectory is OC head coach. And if you look at God, and this is crazy. I'm gonna say this. If you look at OCs, they typically are young, attractive-looking young men. If you look at the NFL, right, and you look at the head coaches who were OCs, they all look the same. And you see these guys getting these jobs, they all looking the same. So I think it's a lot that goes in those particular positions, and the guys coaching those positions. You know, it's just what it is. You know, I don't even know how D'Eriq looked, so I ain't even talking about that. I'm just saying, if y'all go and look at these guys,
I mean, you know how he look. He ain't been that long graduated from college, so you imagine how he look.
Yeah, so but these are facts that I'm talking. You know what I'm saying? If you look at these guys who are steadily getting these jobs, and even when you talk about the NFL, it's those same type of people that's getting these jobs. The Cliff Kingsbury, all the cats from San Francisco to Cleveland.
Oh man, everybody that came from the Rams tree, right? Everybody that came from Shanahan tree, the Rams tree, they all look the same. That's the Bengals head coach. That's the Packers head coach. That's the Miami head coach.
Correct.
I mean, you're right. You just look at it. You own something right there. Yeah. Andy Reid is an outlet. He old school. But look let's look at but let's look at who Andy Reid got down though under him.
Right.
You know, they shamed the enemy out of there. They ain't even want to give that man no credit. They ain't even want to give him credit for holding the playbook.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, man, you gotta look at this stuff. This stuff is made for TV.
Yeah.
If you look at the top,
Cleveland definitely Cleveland been around for his frat boy looks, man, because that dude ain't did nothing. And he been getting jobs after job.
Women are the number one buying people in the NFL, bro.
Huh?
That's wild, dog.
Women buy more merchandise than men in the NFL.
Damn.
Because they buy for themselves and they buy for their boyfriends or husbands. You know what I'm saying? So You know, oh look at that coach. I like him. He you know what I mean? It's all about tuning in on Sundays, man.
I mean, no, you're right. I mean, yeah, you can't argue with it. Hey, shout out to Coach Coleman. Yeah, we talked about that UCLA staff, and I'm worried about them brothers because I don't know if they gonna get a whole lot of time, even though they school don't give no NIL.
They don't.
That worries me.
Don't get no NIL.
That's why, dude. That's why the head coach left to go be the OC at Ohio State.
Oh, Chip Kelly.
Yeah. So
I didn't know that.
That worries me.
And they're Jordan school.
Well, we know how Chief Jordan is. We know how he feel about players.
Man, what? Man, there you go. What Michael Jordan got to do with it, man?
No, I'm saying they're Jordan school.
I know, but J-Mac taking this shot at MJ.
Well, I'm just following up what Willow's talking about. He brought it up.
Well, I'm saying if they're Jordan school, they're getting a lot of publicity. There should be opportunities out there for them. But I guess they said, the hell with the NLI. You want to come to UCLA, you just come to UCLA.
I got to ask y'all a question, man. Yeah,
and they're going in the Big Ten, so J-Mac, they got some serious stuff coming to them.
Hey, man, they got to go. They got to go in that cold weather. Now, we talked about Coach Chambers. We talk about it in college, how you could be valued more as a recruiter than a coach, right? So, where is the breaking point with that if you're trying to advance? Like, because couldn't you kind of get pigeonholed as just being a recruiter? And you could be like Bo Davis. You could make a whole lot of money. Right?
Shit. Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can do that. But if you want to be respected as a developer and teacher, like how do you get out of that part? Like how do you make the difference between a developer and just a recruiter?
I think you got to get out of positions. Like you could be that at any position you coach, because that's what you should be, regardless, right? No matter what position you coach, you should be that guy. But if you're not coaching linebackers, if you're not coaching quarterbacks, if you're not coaching O-line, you're not in a position to be that guy, right, Ty? Like those positions you got to coach, right? Like you can't say I'm going to make that move as a DB or as a wide receiver coach. As long as you pigeonhole in those positions, your odds are moving up to an OC. It's probably slim to none. What you think?
I would say that if that besides running back probably the one I'll put at the bottom. I think if you get to a point where people can see out there, he developing this, like he developing guy. I think at any spot, you should be able to see true developers at any spot. I think some of the problem be dudes that get labeled as the recruiting coach really ain't trying to get out of the recruiting coach role because they still like shit. I make $500,000 a year. Kiss my ass. I mean, I can't knock him, I can't applaud him. But I mean, motherfucker, he make $500,000 a year doing, getting kids in. I mean, does he want to grow?
But and that's the thing, like you kind of got to be in that position. If you look at it like this, some people, like you say, Todd, don't ever want to leave that position, stay there. Some people cool with that position.
Yeah.
Some people want to get to as high as they could possibly go.
Yeah.
I just think that to answer your question, J-Mac, you can't stay in that position, you're going to have to move, coach another position, you know what I mean, to get where you need to go.
Okay. I mean, I just wonder, man, because two things got me like this. One, we spoke with samples. I just want to talk about little samples. I feel like Rashad is being more known as a recruiter than he is a developer, as a coach.
There's money in there.
Like you say, it's good, right? I mean, hey, man, you know, you can go make money, but is it the same as being? I mean, take the financials out of it. We just talking about as a coach. Y'all two are coaches. As a coach, what do you want to be known as? Like, don't you want to be known as a what do you want to be known as? Do you want to be known as a developer, as a true mind, a coaching mind, or it don't matter? You don't care as long as you get the break.
I mean, I probably take a little bit of everything. Like me, everything. I want to be known as a person who can be his goddamn self. And I ain't no cookie cut dude.
Yeah.
You know, I think my big thing is just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, like it's been so much there. People try to cookie cut shit and say, oh, this how you supposed to be, or this how you supposed to carry yourself, or why is a coach on goddamn talking on a podcast, or why a coach talking on social media? Like, it wasn't never no rule that said coach couldn't. So, you know, like my thing is that blaze your own path, you know, build your own house, you know, be you. Just be you. And if being you ain't good enough, then fuck it. But people gonna respect you, at least if you. Now, they may don't like you, or they may like you, I don't know, but people gonna respect you for being yourself. That's my biggest advice. And if what people perceive of me is I was a developer, or if they just say, oh, I was just a good head coach, or I mean, whatever other people come up with to label me at the end of the day, I really don't give a damn.
Yes, that's like I'm a football coach. You know what I mean? I mean, we can sit down and talk football. We can talk schemes, schematics. We can talk about building a team. We can talk about anything. You know what I mean? I think for me, that's what I want to be known as just a football guy. You know what I mean? That loves football. Guy that, what you want to say? You know, can I recruit? Yeah, I can recruit. I signed the top ranked recruit, highest rated recruit in the history of the Big Ten, and Rashawn Gary. Right? So that don't bother me. You know what I mean? What you want to talk about? I want to talk about game planning and stuff. I was on a staff that had 3 shutouts in a row, the first time ever in the history of the Big Ten. What you want to talk about? I got 24 kids I coached in the NFL. So it doesn't matter what you want to talk about and bring to the table. If you're a great coach, you're a great coach. It's the reason why Ty can go down and coach O-line and turn around and coach linebackers with the same and have the same result. Some guys are just football coaches. But when you're talking about Rashad, I think Rashad is in a great position. Rashad can garner the amount of money that coordinators garner. You know what I'm saying? And if you're taking the money out of it, does he want to be known as the world's greatest recruiter? Is that a bad thing? He's always in demand, just like a good OC and a good DC. You know what I'm saying? So I think.
I'm gonna be honest. I just think I mean, obviously when you're talking college, you got to be a good recruiter at some level, right? You might not have to be the best, but you can't be the worst, right?
There's some trouble recruiters there in school.
Well, and I feel like the school recruits more than a coach, if you ask me.
No, it's really the coach though. But what happens is they may say, "Okay, Dad, you're going to SOC. This coach ain't nah, stay your ass the hell away. We gonna send this person aside. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, you know, they'll handpick who coming around. They know who can feel comfortable and feel themselves when they walk in that goddamn door.
So when I first got to Morgan State, the first thing they gave me was inner city Baltimore. And cool. They didn't put me out in the suburbs. They put me straight in the hood. And I flourished in the hood. When you sending kids out, it's two things, man. You're never going to put a kid with, it's like when you have these recruiting trips and they coming in. As a coach and a recruiter, you're like, okay, what player can I put with him that he can relate to? And that's who your host's going to be. You know what I mean? So it's really what Todd is talking about. It doesn't matter. They're gonna keep Rashad here in Dallas, Texas. Why? His daddy is the head coach at Duncanville, so he got access to the most elite of the elite. He's a household name around here. Everybody knows who he is. He garnishes the amount of respect that he does. And if you look at it, J-Mac, I'm just gonna tell you, if you ever want to know who your best recruiters are on the staff, look who coaches running backs, tight ends, and D-line. Give me best recruiters.
Yeah. And I go to the school, my favorite school, Texas, but yeah, I think the highest paid coach is the tight end coach, who is a national recruiter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nah, he's not the highest paid assistant. He like number 3.
I think he is.
No, I think he behind both coordinators. He like but he make like
he behind.
But he behind both coordinators.
He the highest paid position coach. Yeah, like you say, the coordinators they get more. You're right.
Yeah.
But he's probably the most important on that staff.
He's mouthpiece. Yeah, he's the mouthpiece.
But I mean, I bring up that Rashad because he was the assistant head coach at SMU, and they ain't even look his way when the coach left to go to TCU.
But that's but a lot of assistant head coaches. I mean, at that level, you got to realize a lot of them titles are based on more money. So the more words, or the more names, the more titles you got, normally fits the more money that they find a way to pay you more money. You know what I'm saying? But that don't necessarily mean.
But I mean, if you're a great recruiter, and
it's still SMU though, dog. Like you got to realize this is SMU now. Now they ain't that goddamn. They ain't finna just let nobody just sit at that head table. That come on now. They look like us. Now you can run the ball, you can catch it. I mean, and you can have a seat at the table, but you ain't gonna be at the head of that motherfucker. Come on now, stop playing.
I'm glad you said it. I did. But okay. Now next, I want to go to your boy, right? He just down here signing books and carrying on. Dion.
Yeah.
Now Dion went to Colorado. I listen to a lot. I follow him on social media. I follow the YouTube and all that. I mean, I thought it was interesting, right? Everybody's, kind of defending. I understand. He's a brother. We got to defend the brother. Whatever. I get it. Okay, he ran off 70-something kids, right? That was a losing program, so we don't need them, right?
Yeah.
You brought in 70 transfers, right?
Yeah.
You still don't win. And when he's asked, what do we do about this? He says, we're going to go out and get some more.
Yeah.
Talking about through the portal.
That's how college is now.
See, this is what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Do y'all think you can win? Because I still feel like you need a base to develop. Like, I feel like you still gotta develop. Got to be your first. It got to be what you live and breathe on. Am I wrong about that?
Not no more. Not in college.
Well, where is it? Where is it working at then, Todd?
I mean,
Show
it's
me
high
where it's
school,
working
baby.
where somebody done brought half they. Show me where somebody done brought half they roster from the transfer portal and they winning.
What I'm saying is, you ain't got a big enough body of work right now. Like you gonna start seeing it?
I don't think so.
Texas State
When you
won.
look at who?
Texas State.
Yeah, they won pretty good. Yeah, they did. They turned over theirs. But is that good enough?
Well, I think it's all relative, right? Like, to me, what Deion did, Deion won more games than they won last year. So as much as you want to talk bad about them, they won 4 games where they only won 1 the year before. Klein took that Texas State team and they went to their first bowl game, won their first bowl game. I think for him, his the way he's looking at it is he's winning to get out.
Yeah, to go to the bigger job.
Right, to the next job. I think Deion is different because Deion's perspective is good for whatever Deion's perspective is. Deion is Deion Sanders. So the way he do things is never going to be traditional the way we do things because of who he is and how it has served him all his career. Now, here's what I'm going to say. The University of Texas, the University of Alabama, the University of Michigan, Ohio State University, all those schools that are playing for national championships are high school based kids. They may get 2 or 3 transfers. They're not rebuilding their roster with transfers. So to me, high school students are still important. Why? Because it serves 2 bases. You have to be able to win your hometown, your home city, your home state, whatever that state is. And yeah, coach, yeah, I hear you. Them coaches getting fired out of 18 months. I hear you, them bad coaches. Because I'm just telling you from experience, if I'm not gonna sit there and build my team with transfer kids that I'm only gonna have for 2 years, who don't even understand the culture that they walking into, which you're gonna have to spend more time getting whatever bad thing out of them. That's the reason why they transfer.
But y'all gotta. But this is what I think y'all missing. I think y'all looking at Alabama, like you said, Texas, them schools right now. But before this transfer portal shit done kicked into the good within the last year or so to where it's in, yeah, them schools had all the money to already pay the people. Now the shit done evened up. So when Alabama just won that championship, how many starters on their team left? Before the same and stuff.
Because they was playing for Coach Saban.
They left before then. Like that's what listen to him talk. He say the reason why he retired was because immediately after the game, he say his team was classless in that game after the game was over. And all everybody was worried about was how much money they gonna get, this, that, and the other. Like the day of what y'all talking about with culture and shit, that shit over. Because if you go to Texas,
Todd, what I'm saying is this, and we can agree to disagree. What I'm saying is this: I'm not talking about from a money standpoint. I'm talking about your base of your team. The base of your team has always been traditionally based in Michigan, whether it's Alabama, Ohio State, the teams that's consistently in Georgia. You're not hearing about them high turnovers. Like their kids are not leaving the portal. They're not leaving to go to the portal. They're not looking to transfer. They're not leaving in an abundance amount of numbers.
I'm saying, what do you say? I'm saying, yeah, it ain't gonna be like Deion them where you lost 50 kids. They losing kids too at all these damn schools because it's money driven. You can't say don't take money out of the factor when money the only reason most people gonna be leaving.
Okay, but the Michigan didn't have that problem this year.
The body of work ain't been big enough. Like, just let it keep going. And you're going to see that this shit finna be like swap a school every year.
But okay, Coach, we go with that, right? And I see what Coach G, he brought up Aranda. Aranda, he had a great transfer portal year. He won. But what did he do the next year? And we can say the same thing about TCU. TCU brought in all them transfers. They had a great year. What they do the next year?
I'm saying I don't think the year before or the year after was established because of the portal. I think TCU do what TCU's normally done. Baylor does what Baylor's not normally does. They normally up and down. They're not a team that for a decade they win 10 games a year.
But that's what they're trying to do, ain't it?
I'm saying, but in today's time, we talking about money, man. Like these kids is tearing their ass, and you ain't gonna have time to develop them because if they ain't playing while you talking about develop, they gonna leave and go try to get paid somewhere else.
Man, or if they have a great year, they gonna leave.
Coach Lynn could sit there and talk about that the winning teams develop their players. Bottom line, I don't want to hear that.
The landscape of college football is changed, Will.
You can't sit here and tell me, Todd, you cannot sit here and tell me that Ohio State losing their starting quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And for the guys that's leaving, like a Quinn Ewers that left, they had a CJ Stroud that came right behind them. So there are that was in their program that they didn't have to go get out the portal. If we're talking about teams that we're talking about is going to building their teams out the portal, those are teams we're not even considering being in the top 25.
But what I'm saying is what you're doing now is you're only talking about the handful of schools that could pay the people before they was even getting paid.
But Michigan wasn't like that. I'm saying Alabama wasn't like that.
They
Ohio
State
wasn't like that.
Man,
now that you start getting paid,
come on, Will.
Even though you can start getting paid, name me different teams that are still playing for the national championship, even though they can get paid.
You haven't let the course of what they are there established kind of run out.
I hear you, but I don't hear you because at the end of the day, when you look at these teams that are winning, you don't see Texas going to get a gazillion guys out of the portal. They may go get 2 or 3 guys out the portal.
Yes.
You don't see
Okay, so tell me this. So do you not think these big schools, once they get a couple kids in and they grade them as busts when they there, you don't think they trying to run them out to bring more kids in? When Texas lost all they got their receivers this year, did they go get high school receivers or did they go to the portal?
They did both.
They went both.
Name the high school receiver.
I don't even know them, but they went both.
They got the top. They got one of the top receivers in the
How many portal receivers and tight ends did they go get?
They got one of each. They got 3. They got 3 in the portal, but they also got 3 in the signing class. So they brought in 6. So they got 3 to start.
So when them right there, it is Texas oversigned right now.
I don't know about this. So guys, before y'all keep hollering at this portal and hollering at the portal is killing high school kids, it is. But it's not killing kids for the reason y'all think it is. It's killing them because y'all got coaches that don't know how to develop kids. We can sit here and talk about a microwave society all y'all want to. Because if I got to spend I'd rather spend 2 years on a high school kid developing him than get a kid who is transferred in from another school that I got to get all that bad stuff out of him and get him for another 2 years. And by that time, he is transferred on.
No,
he is gone. It doesn't.
Yeah,
and I'm telling you from experience. I'd like to know what school he was at.
But what about the kid from North Texas that may go to Texas and he was a freshman All-American at Sam Houston and then he transferred to goddamn Texas as a starter?
Coach, that's a part of the game. A kid leveling up are far few in between, Coach. And you know how I'm telling you. So watch this.
It's happening. It's happening every day.
Hold on, Todd. Watch this. Tank Dell, did nobody want him out of college? I recruited the kid out of college. Out of high school. Nobody wanted him. I recruited him out of high school. He came to Alabama A&M, balled out. Next thing you know, at the University of Houston getting in the league. I could tell you 3 other guys who came to that program. One went to Florida State. The other one leveled up. You know why? Because they can be developed because talent. talent's gonna supersede anything you can sit there and say. Because a lot of times y'all go and get these kids. Let me tell you something, man. And just let me be honest
Okay,
with
so
you.
why he didn't go to Florida State in the beginning?
It ain't.
Why he didn't go to Florida State in the beginning?
I don't know, Ty.
Because Florida State probably looking for a transfer.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. Now you talking about he getting developed at the bottom feeders, how they look at it, and then he went up top. What he had got developed, he had went up top. What he had got developed.
You don't know that. They didn't take a chance on the kid. That's what I'm saying. A lot of times, man, people are not taking chances on high school kids anymore. So you don't know that. That's the same kid that, say for an example, would have got a shot and you never would have known. Those might have been the Peter Warricks. They might have been whoever they might have been. And all I'm saying is this, and everybody can sit there and holler about this portal all they want to, because I despise the freaking portal, because it's less about the portal as it is more about unqualified coaches. Inability to develop. Because if you're a kid that is going Power 5 and you drop all the way down to the FCS level, chances are you was an FCS kid before you got to Power 5. You didn't all of a sudden turn into an FCS kid. You've always been that. Because a lot of these coaches sit up there following these cookie cutters because somebody offered, or I need to go get that kid. 9 times out of 10, every kid that's transferring wasn't good enough to be at the level. If he's looking for something different, that's totally different. Because he can go play somebody else. If I'm a third-string quarterback and I want to go play and I can go play at this school. But 9 times out of 10, they're getting that kid at a lower level to come up. So now what you tell that kid in high school, forget Power 5. Like y'all are tripping, man.
Okay, so
like more teams losing with transfers than our teams that's winning with it.
No, it's more teams that's losing, period. Like losing is losing. Like shit, the shit decide. Okay, answer this. Okay, let's hypothetically say you Texas. You go pay a freshman receiver, let's say $500,000. Okay. Let's say he don't really play his freshman year. You lose a whole bunch of receivers to the NFL. Now, do you continue paying this kid $5,000 or like if you got some top players that you can get out the portal to come in right now, do you go back to the freshman as a sophomore? Or does that freshman stay if you bring some more guys in, or does he leave?
Well, I think to me, if this was me, a wide receiver is one of those few positions that it don't really matter your classification. Yeah, you can have a kid in there that may have been playing more games. That don't make him more explosive than his freshman. So a
receiver is not about development.
To me, I think some positions, some high school kids are better than some season receiver. Now, if you got a kid like Marvin Harrison Jr. coming out that wants to transfer, that's something totally different. But it's not a lot of those kids. There are more talented high school kids than there are 3- and 4-year college kids. These 3- and 4-year college kids that are transferring because they're not playing, if you look at how many that's still in the portal, if you look at the amount of people who are going down to play, we are killing college football because we are neglecting high school kids.
I get what you're saying, but people are not in the development business. If you know, like they're
garbage coaches, Todd.
Okay. So
bad coaches.
So every coach is bad, which I'm saying that ain't.
I'm not saying every coach is bad.
I'm saying what you just said, Todd. College coaches is full of bad coaches.
No, I'm saying but that's on the winning teams too.
Yeah, but I got better players.
That ain't the team that's losing. Half the teams are winning. Coaches don't know shit.
The winning teams are developing high school kids.
No, they ain't. The winning teams got the best players because they can buy them. Y'all know that development shit. Nobody developing no shit because they got the best fucking player. Like the motherfucker got the best fucking player because they been had the most money. That's why you keep saying the same fucking schools all the time. The schools that been able to pay players over the fucking since the school shit been created. Like, stop playing.
Well, I don't know. We don't do that in Ann Arbor. So
man, y'all do that shit in Ann Arbor. That motherfucker said that's the same reason why y'all have to take down the goddamn basketball.
I don't know what everybody else is doing, Ty.
The motherfuckers been paying motherfuckers. What I'm talking about? Now the shit done got a little different. Now you can go get a cold motherfucker out from an FCS school and implant him on your team in a need area. So yeah, they ain't gonna get the same amount as Deion Sanders, but they gonna go in and find their needs in the fucking portal. They ain't going to high school unless it's a 5-star bona fide kid. Everybody else, they gonna address their needs in the portal. Why you think they got multiple goddamn portal times?
Yeah.
Okay, let's break it down. Let's break it down, Todd. Let's bring it down to a smaller schools then. That's feeding off the portal, because this is where Willow is going. Let's break it down to a smaller school. We ain't talking about the Texas and Alabamas and Ohio States, right? Let's break it down to some of the smaller schools that refuse to take a chance on high school kids and rather go get these kids that couldn't make it at bigger schools. Because they ain't got nothing to do with money.
How many people did they probably lose to the bigger school at the school you talking about? They losing people. They losing people that's going up too. I was just at Oklahoma, and one of the goddamn linemen was an under recruited kid out of Capel that went to North Texas, and then they got his ass to Oklahoma.
It's because that's bad, man. See, that's what I'm saying, Todd. That's the whole point. It's them same schools right there, even those same schools or don't know how to recruit, because they would rather you go sit there and prove that this kid can go play at North Texas and start and do all this before they bring him over there. That kid could have been the same kid had they put him in his program a year early. You know what I'm saying? It goes back to that, man. Like y'all are sitting here trying to make this thing as if the portal is the demon. The demon in the portal is lack of coaches and inability to develop these kids. Why do you think that every time you look up, you see all these HBCUs going to get all these portal kids, but they got the same goddamn record that they've been having before they had the portal kids? It doesn't matter. If you cannot develop kids, I'm going to keep saying it because it's the most important thing. If you cannot develop an offensive line and a culture that you have at your program, you would not be a 2-time state champion.
What I'm saying, I'm not. High school is different.
We're talking develop, Todd. That's the same.
No. It's a different because at a college level, I could have been fired in year 3.
Todd, what I'm talking about is development. And we can sit here. It didn't take you 3 years.
Then you talking about all these black colleges. All these goddamn black colleges win. Don't look at how many transfers on their goddamn roster.
They not winning. That's my point. That's my point. Pine Bluff is still terrible. TSU is still terrible.
They don't talk about the winners. Terrible. I'm saying the winners. Them niggas got transferred too.
Oh, the winners. You talking about Florida A&M?
They don't got a bunch of transfers?
Yes, they do.
So I'm saying they all got transfers.
But that's my point is, Todd, out of the amount of teams that got transfers, only maybe 10% of them are winning.
But that's what I say. You winning or losing, it's still the same game they playing.
It's not the same game because, listen, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you something, and I'm just going to tell you from my experience. It's just my experience only. When we got to Alabama A&M, our first year at Alabama A&M, they hadn't had a winning season in 6 years. We played with freshmen and went 6-5. That same freshman class won a national championship. The same freshman class, 3 of them cats leveled up. I'm only talking about that if we want to sit here and then our coach say, when I left to go to Morgan, they hired a dude who went straight portal. They ain't had a winning season since.
I'm not disputing that. Winning and losing is going to happen. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you can't develop players. I'm saying development is a thing that's not always on a time basis for what the time standard that you have. It's not. Like sometimes development can take 2 years. Oh, we develop in 2 years. Oh, we're going to be ready year 3. But what if you get fired in year one?
Because you getting fired if you're getting progressively worse. You should be getting better every year. That's just the bottom line, right? You should get better every year. If you have the same,
depends on who you are. Depending on who you are. Did Alabama get better?
Well, maybe you're just a bad coach. And shout out to Coach.
When was the last time Alabama got better? When was the last time Alabama got better?
And I don't think you, Todd. This is just me. I don't think that you need 3 years to turn the program around. I don't.
Okay, well, let's go back and base it on programs and let's see. You got goddamn Google, like you said. Start Googling this shit. Go look at the ones you consider programs now, and then tell me at what year did the coach get it to the level it's at now?
Oh, I could just. I'm a Michigan guy, so I'm gonna go to this. I look at Harbaugh, what he did. It took him 7 years to win a national championship. How many coaches will ever have 7 years after winning? Okay, prime example. Juwan Howard just got fired after having the worst season in the history of Michigan basketball. But we don't talk about the year that Jim Harbaugh went 1-5 or 1-6 during that COVID year. He had a chance to get another year and then hit that stride where he took off.
What was his record the year before?
Correct. So
what was his record? What was his record before he went 1-5?
Oh shit, they was, I don't know, like maybe 10-2.
Okay, he earned the right.
They lost to
Juwan Howard been trash since he got there.
Well, actually, he went to 2 16s and Elite 8. He was a coach of the year in 2021. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just saying it to say that he had the luxury. There are not a lot of coaches, regardless whether they white or black, Todd, would have a luxury of being able to have a losing season. They fired the coach at Long Beach State, Todd, before the playoffs, the tournament started. This man won the tournament and is playing in the NCAA tournament as a fired head coach. So there are times where we're not given, and I always think a coach should really get 4 years. And the only reason why I say so is because most of the time when you got a year 3 coach, that's your senior year, your junior year. Your year 3 should always be a winning season. It should never be. And then your biggest jump would come your 4th year. So if you look at it's a couple of coaches. What's the coach who was coaching Oklahoma back in the day? Not Barry Switzer.
Bob Stoops.
Stoops. He won his national championship in what, year 2 or year 1?
Yeah, year 2, I believe.
Year 2, right?
Yeah,
he won a national championship. Okay. How long did it take Nick Saban to get to make Alabama relevant? 2-3 years, right? There are the great coaches, Todd, that are out there, and I'm not saying that every coach in the world should be Bob Stoops or Jason Todd. What I'm saying is that if you are a person who is meticulous about winning, because winning is a culture, winning is a habit, winning is what people do. They win, whether or not, whatever it is they're doing. They're winners in life. It doesn't take those people long. It don't take them long, Todd. And a lot of times is if we're going to sit there and start bucking these trends, it's no different than Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett said, "Hey, I'm never going to invest in things that everybody's investing in. I'm going to go invest in the things that they leave behind, because they're always going to come back to that." So, to me, a lot of times we don't give our coaches enough time, and maybe it's society, or maybe it's the jealousy, or maybe it's the people up top with a constant competition. But if you look at the Baltimore Ravens, if you look at the Pittsburgh Steelers, if you look at these teams that allow their coaches to coach and coach and coach, they are winning organizations who's always there with an opportunity to win it all.
Like I don't agree with this Steelers shit. Like, I don't see how the Steelers even got mentioned in that shit. Now we talking about meteorology.
They never had a losing season.
Oh, so now we start making consolation prizes for shit.
No. I'm saying consistency is the truest measure of performance. There are a lot of coaches, Todd. Like, for an example, do you remember when Lovey got fired after going 11-5 and 10-5 with the Bears? And was a couple years removed from the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
And they ain't never been back. There's something that goes to having people consistently in place. Look at your staff. Your staff, for an example, you have the same people that's been with you. And for the people who come back or people who are coming back that have already been with you.
What I'm saying is this, Will. You ain't finna say Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't give a damn. See, now we starting to make consolation prize. J-Mac talking about he ain't never had a losing season. Man, nobody give a damn about that. I mean, we gonna be real because we want to say that shit for nobody else. We find the consolation because the black man ain't never had a losing season. Then now that becomes what we say. Like when that becomes the standard of Pittsburgh, not to have a losing season. Like when?
You want him fired? You want him fired?
I'm saying at what point does being mediocre cease to have a place? Because it's the same way with you fucking Cowboy fans. Y'all been better. If you go averages, y'all been better than 50%. But because you don't win a Super Bowl, y'all goddamn go to goddamn Hissy Fit every year. But now we gonna say with somebody else, he don't have no losing season. Man, what they got to do with it?
Well, I guess what I'm saying is, Todd, is that
I feel
if you look at, that to me, then when you look at programs like that, where they allow their coaches to go through ups and downs, I think a lot of times, man, we so quick to fire coaches because we think that's the answer. But you don't realize every time you fire a coach, unless you get lucky and get the right coach, you're always going to set your program back. Always. You know, and not just back that year, like 2, 3, 4 years that you're constantly setting your program back. Unless you get lucky and get that one good coach. I just think that at the end of the day, Ty, when we talking about this portal, a lot of it is, man, a lot of these cats are caught up in this, we got to win right now, and they press the issue as opposed to create diamonds. And there's a reason why guys like Urban Meyer and Nick Saban and I'm the only two that's Kirby Smart. You know what I mean? You don't necessarily hear, and they have some guys that move on and go do other things, but you don't necessarily have a lot of guys that are exiting in those programs. And you don't see a lot of guys leaving South Oak Cliff High School. There is a level of respect and honor within those programs where kids have ownership to that program. And they're in the best situations they could be in.
I'm with you. I just don't think them programs are the norm.
Correct. But that's the thing. Like, yeah, but Ty, like, how can I say this? I can't get down with losers. Right? You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where if you want me to look at that program, I can't tell you why that program is losing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you name the Steelers.
But they're not losers, though, Ty.
I know they had a losing season, Ty.
Okay. When the last time Carter had a losing season?
Oh, shit.
Under Spencer Gilbert. We don't say that.
Oh, they haven't.
He ain't been there but a couple years.
Been there 3 years.
Okay, we've been there 3. So let's say if he's been there 10 years, if he was there 10 years.
Ty, you've been contradicting yourself, though. I ain't gonna lie. You've been kind of
listening
contradicting
to y'all.
yourself.
What I'm saying is we're not going to sit up here and say because the man hasn't had a losing season that puts him in the same category with some other people y'all named him with.
What I'm saying is,
it ain't. You just said yourself, it ain't that many good ones out here nowhere.
Yeah, to that standard, like you go look at Saban's record, Urban Meyer record. Now, what's the other coach you named? Kirby Smart. It's not a lot of them coaches.
No. But there are. If you look at all college football, there are your Jim Harbaughs, your John Harbaughs. You do have a lot of elite coaches, right? No, there's not a lot of them, right? And I think if you talk about us, and like when I think about elite black coaches, I'm gonna go off
Mike
our
Tomlin is
20.
one.
You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, what I'm saying is, if you're just asking me, have we ever had a black coach win a national championship?
No, I don't think so.
But we got a coach right here, right now, that's on our show, is the first two-time black inner city head coach to win a state championship probably anywhere in America.
Well, Ed McCall.
Huh?
I said Ed McCall.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, that's not a you're an anomaly, right? So when I think about great black coaches, you know what I'm saying? There are guys that I've coached with, like I coached with Charlie Strong. I thought Charlie Strong was one of the greatest men I've ever met in my life. Outstanding guy, very intelligent. You know what I mean? Had a chance to work with him for a year, right? That's Brick Haley. I had a chance to work with Brick Haley. We had them LSU's D line, and then he was at Texas. It's not a lot of black head coaches that I've had an opportunity to work on where I had the ability to grow. And them the only two that I could tell you about because, well, Maynard. I had a chance to grow under Maynard. He gave me a lot of responsibility when I was at A&M, and I loved it. But it's not a lot of great coaches that I've coached under that are black that I could sit there and say, oh, this is who I want to be like when I become a head coach. So when you look at a guy like Tomlin, yeah, you got to mention him as one of those guys. You got to. You can't discredit what he's done in his career. To not have a losing season. How many years he been there, J Mac?
Come on, J Mac, tell us.
Yeah. What? Been almost 20? What, he been there about 15, 16 years now?
So he won the Super Bowl with being after Bill Cowher, right?
Yeah.
And he won it relatively quick after Bill Cowher too, right?
Yeah, he did. He won within the first 5 years.
Like,
so I don't know how long he been there. Maybe somebody in the chat knows.
I'm just saying I'm not disputing the fact of Mike Tomlin being a good coach. What I'm saying is we have to watch the context in which we use certain people's names with other people's names when the shit don't match up. That's all I'm saying.
Hold on. Here it is right here. Oh, the shirt. That way I ain't got to read.
Well, let's share it so the people can see it.
Yeah. Show everybody our Google technique. There it is.
2007. 17 years, dog. You ain't had a losing season. That's impressive, man.
7 division titles. 11 playoffs. A Super Bowl. 2 AFC titles. So that means he's been to the Super Bowl 3 times.
So what I'm saying is, if you're with a franchise, would you rather have Mike Tomlin record or Tom Coughlin's?
Ooh. Tom Coughlin been in what? 2 teams? He won. He took the Jaguars to the AFC Championship.
He won 2 with the Giants.
He won 2 with the Giants. I mean, I would take Coughlin for the 2 championships, but the winning percentage is still with Tomlin.
But you don't necessarily know if he will win the winning percentage thing. I'm saying just because you never had a losing season, well, the other person may have went under 1 year or 2 years, but then achieved higher in the other couple of years.
Well, you got to think about it. The year they actually won it all, they
They
was
wild card.
9-7 when they went into the playoffs. The year they beat the Patriots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All I'm saying to y'all is, man, I feel you, and I got a lot of respect for Mike Tomlin. But we're not finna name him. We're not finna make the we don't have a loser record award.
I mean, okay, what qualifies as a great NFL head coach? Okay, I mean, so I'm assuming you're gonna say Belichick. You gonna say I don't even know if you want to call it.
Great. I mean, normally the first criteria when you say great coaches normally is did they win a Super Bowl? I mean, because that's the same way when you getting on Mays' ass, J Mac, you don't say his record, he ain't had a losing record in 23 years. You don't never say that.
No, I say it's time for him to be the big boss, sit upstairs.
So why it ain't time for him to be the big boss if they in the same category? Because they
Well,
both championships was in the same time frame.
If Mike Tomlin was the GM and head coach, yes, I probably would say, you know what, Tomlin, you need to let that head coach go and go be the GM.
But okay,
he don't have them titles.
But why when it's Mays, why you don't say, hey, he ain't had a losing record?
No, I say he a walking legend. I say he a walking legend. I say he a living legend. I just said it's time to let one of his titles go. As far as coaching title, I think he should just be the AD. He's still collecting rings.
And see, Lamar, you got Lamar here talking about Belichick wasn't shit. He was just good because of Brady. I mean, man, some people.
Oh, Lord. We ain't gonna go there. And Tom Coughlin was 170 and 150. But we ain't finna call that great, is we?
You got two Super Bowls.
I didn't even know what they were. I'm just asking. I mean, if you were to take 2 Super Bowls, would you take 2 over 1?
I take 2. I ain't gonna lie to you. Look at Lynn. Look at Coach Lynn.
Coach Lynn.
That's what I'm saying with you, J Mac. Like, if the standard is the standard, then it got to be across the board in all aspects. High school, goddamn junior high, fucking NFL, everywhere. It can't be we celebrate Mike Tomlin in the NFL for winning district, but then we don't do that for nobody else. We want to fire everybody else. Man, come on now.
No, I don't fire everybody else, Coach. All I said. I ain't Donald Trump. I ain't just telling everybody they fired. All I'm saying, Coach, is every situation is kind of different. The standard is the standard, but I do feel like every situation is also could be different. I look at the landscape. Like, I love Coach Mays. I think he's a legend, right?
Yeah.
At the same time, I feel the program is stagnated. I think the program is stagnated.
Okay, so how is the Steelers not stagnated?
Because they ain't had a QB.
So then Mays can say he ain't had a Cole Hooper.
Yeah, he can say that. He said that. Listen, J-Mac, I was trying to roll with you.
No. I get it. But I have to go back. I don't want nobody fired. Because, see, you said I would have to fire Mike Tomlin. See, Mays don't have to get fired. Mays just go upstairs. He already the AD. He can hire his replacement. Tomlin can't do that. Tomlin gonna be on somebody's podcast. Hopefully it's the Dub. Shout out to the Dub. But you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be. He got to get out the office.
But I'm still saying that. I'm saying the standard that you set up, not to nobody else, but you. I'm saying that's varying based on these different variables now.
But we can't. I mean, we can't just lay a blanket on everybody. Every situation is different, but the standard is the standard. I get that part,
and that's what
and
I'm
I
saying.
believe that part.
Because now,
but
when you say,
I also think, I mean, not having to lose a season should mean something, right?
Okay, it does. That means you never had to lose a season. Now, this is my next point. Lamar said Belichick ain't never won without Brady. How many NFL coaches can we name that we gonna say they've never won without such and such? Because has Tomlin ever won without what's the dude name?
Big Ben.
Without Big Ben? How many did what you call it win without how many Bill Walsh win without Montana?
He didn't.
How many did George Sheffield win without Steve Young? How many Jimmy Johnson win without Troy Aikman? So when you start saying this, most coaches have only won with one goddamn quarterback anyway.
How many quarterbacks can you play with, Todd?
One at a time, unless you're gonna do some.
How many Andy Reid won without Mahomes?
Yeah, like when Andy Reid go down, you ain't gonna say Andy Reid only won with Pat Mahomes. It ain't no different. That ain't no different than Belichick and Brady.
Yeah. Nah, I mean you're right.
He said he could think of two. What two you talking about, Lamont?
Well, I mean, also you got to realize the Patriots went into rebuilding mode too after Brady. Like they didn't have to say Brady had some great defenses when he was at New England. Like it wasn't just Brady.
No,
he had a great defense at Tampa Bay.
Here's the thing that we all. I hate when we do this, man. We talk about coaches that wouldn't win without certain, kind of piggyback on what Todd said. Yeah, we can always say that.
Yeah, that like saying, hey,
but watch this though, Todd. How many championships did the Lakers and the Bulls win without Field? And they had Kobe and Shaq, and they had Mike and Scotty.
Hey. You know what that like what Lamar said? They're like saying, well, what if LeBron James was never born when Cleveland had won the championship? Shit, man, like come on, Lamar. Shit. Hey, and then when it go, he won't say the Ravens. How many championships the Ravens won without goddamn Ray Lewis?
No, let's talk about Jamal Lewis. Shit.
Yeah, Jamal Lewis. I mean, we can play that game forever, man.
We can play that game all day.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan ain't never won without Pippen. Jordan ain't never won without Pippen.
How many championships Sapp won without Keelan Russell?
Come on, man.
How many championship matches won without goddamn DJ? Like, come on, man. So right now, they just Belichick it.
But I mean, that's leave him alone, man. Leave him alone.
I mean, even when you're great, man, it's still a window of greatness. Whenever even though when you are great, it's still a window of greatness. That greatness sometimes is attached to two people. Because when Andy Reid goes down, ain't nobody gonna be talking about no McNabb. Who's gonna be talking about McNabb? If Mahomes and Andy Reid go win two more championships, ain't nobody be talking no goddamn McNabb back in Philadelphia.
No.
Hell no. They bad. They let Andy Reid go all of a sudden. But hey, I want to put a PSA out, man. I want y'all to see me, man. I want to do it. We're gonna do a round table. I got defense covered. I know plenty of good defensive coaches. But I want some of y'all who y'all think some of your best offensive minds is, right? Help hit me up. We're gonna do a round table. I want to talk We're gonna talk some good football, man. I want to talk about this offense. We'll start it off a little bit, and we're gonna talk about what it takes to win. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you come in here with that Coach Carr, he here. And the air raid, I'm telling you, you better be ready to defend that air raid. You coming in here with that air raid. So Coach Carr, wait. He over there rubbing his hands together. You coming here with that air raid outfit. But I do, man. So if whoever y'all want to hear, man, that you think is a great offensive mind, man, help hit me up, man, because I love to talk to him. If you're a good offensive guy, if you know offensive football, and he can explain it to the people, I love to hear from him. Have him on the show. We can talk it. Good coach. Just let me know. Just let me know who they are. I hit them up. However you want to do it. Defense too. Even though, we got two of the greatest right here, defensive minds right here. But hey, always willing to add more to it. You know what I'm saying? So just putting that out there, man. Hit me up because we're gonna have a couple round tables. It's the off season, and we can talk a little philosophies and stuff like that.
Hey man,
and y'all can quit arguing with Lamar.
Yeah, Lamar. Like my thing is man, Belichick has etched his place in history, man. Like whether it's attached to Brady, however you want to do it. Like
Cal said, okay. So don't request nobody that ain't scored over 24 on Duncanville.
Yeah,
that's cold, boy. That's cold.
Yeah, you see, yeah. Let me make the list of offensive coaches we need to talk to.
Let me know, cause I want to get them on. You let me know.
Yeah, we need to talk to somebody who runs the Soto program on the offensive side.
On the offensive side.
Let me think. Yeah, get somebody from South Lake on here too.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting. I'm gonna have to see if we can get Riley on here. Think I can get Riley back?
I don't know. He may got to defend himself against no comments right now. So shit.
Well, we had already been past that. So, but I know he know offense. I know that. I know he know offense.
I mean, you might need Kyle Colvin, dude. He's been rocking so I can throw that ball around and ran the ball or whatever they do.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting head coach. They score a lot of good points.
Yeah, I'm trying to go with some people out there saying do it like for some years that I can remember.
Okay, so you want somebody veteran in the game? You can't get Peterman. He don't talk to the media while he OC.
Man, I'll make Peterman get over here.
Well, get Peterman on.
Walk him down that street like on New Jack City. Yeah, love.
Hey, man, I want offensive minds, man. I want offensive minds because I got a lot of questions. And I need people that's gonna be able to answer these questions when we start asking questions and know how to defend their philosophies. I don't want nobody that can't defend their philosophy. So now, we ask questions, they gotta be able to answer.
You know who you need to get over here, Will? You need to call Robert Hall, man. Let's see if we can make him talk.
Oh, that would be a good one, huh?
Yeah, he may not talk about this shit, but shit.
He might not come on here, Coach.
Yeah, he didn't shake his head.
He said he might not go. Where is he at now? Because that coach gone.
I don't know. Hell, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe driving trucks or just training quarterback. Hell, I don't know.
He said driving trucks.
Nah, you know what? That's what y'all need to do, man. I thought you were doing the truck driving stuff. He wasn't doing that with no trucks.
I don't know.
I think he owned a couple trucks, but I don't know.
Nah, Jeff, man, then what you need to do, they're the offensive coaches, because that shit gonna be boring. Because everybody gonna be talking about microchemistry and shit. Get all these goddamn quarterback trainers on this motherfucker. Let's get that shit.
Oh, that might be even better. We want QB coaches.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, we
That
want
you gotta
all
get
the
east side on here.
All the QB trainers. I want to hear them on her. Yeah, goddamn.
You might be right, coach. We might have to get the QB trainers. All right, well, hit me up with your best QB coaches out here and QB trainers. Now you can't come on here if you on that PC, cause we gonna ask you some questions. You can't be on that PC, and if Todd around, you definitely can't be on that PC.
And if Ward come on, jeez,
Ward gonna talk like he on PC, but he ain't gonna be on PC.
Ward gonna be all sarcastically PC.
Yeah, and he a defensive guy, so he really gonna be trying to attack you. He gonna be trying to bully you. You come out here talking.
Yeah. Man, Mr. 11 o'clock, you see how we having good fun and shit just passed. Go by. You don't be knowing it be going on.
I know it, man. I swear. Every Sunday, Todd, we talk at the pre-show. Every Sunday, I'll be like, hey, man, we out of here about 9:30, and we ain't made it yet.
Well, because I told you anytime Ward or Todd come on, it ain't gonna be that fast.
Well, hey, Todd didn't even say he was coming on. I said at least Ward told me he wasn't gonna make it.
It don't matter. Once you sent that link and he clicked on that link, that link went to 2 hours. 2 hours right there.
But Todd didn't even acknowledge the link, dog. Todd didn't acknowledge me. He didn't do nothing. The next thing I know, he just showed up in the backstage.
All right.
Who gave him the link?
I said, I'm gonna send him.
Oh, okay, so that's what I'm trying to figure
out. I can't wait to get on these trainers' ass.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna ask them when they start.
Favorite QB trainer.
Yeah, because I want to know when they start trying. I want nobody start trying. I want nobody who training after the motherfucker started on varsity and shit. I want motherfuckers like grassroots. You know how motherfucker be. It'd be like Jordan Hudson. Jordan Hudson go out there and be balling. Next thing you know, people got him taking pictures and shit, talking he trained and shit. That motherfucker trained by God in high school. Got on this shit.
That's what a lot of these trainers do, though. They wait till they get a buzz, and then and a lot of them don't even be training. They just might have had them through a couple sessions, and next thing you know, they there.
Yeah, but see, then I'm saying then they need to be called skill work and not training. When I'm thinking training, I'm thinking this somebody you done groomed up. From a low age. I don't want the guy that was already cold, kind of like what Cole Brookins be doing and shit. You heard that,
yeah, I think you. Yeah, I heard you, man.
Yeah, Cole Brookins. Hey, everybody run 10 and under as a freshman and shit. Next thing you know, he the speed demon coach.
No, because he got him faster though, coach.
Yeah, he got him faster too.
Yeah. They was running 9.9s when they got there, and now they running 9.8.
That's right.
Oh, I did that.
That's right. Yeah.
And he got to take that. And he deserved that.
Yeah, I'm on his ass because of Jimmy the Jones of football, but the goddamn track is all about calculations and algorithms and all this goddamn shit. They ain't never about no Jimmy the Jones and track. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go look up. You know what I'm finna do? I'm finna go look up the JO shit for all the previous years for the last 10 years to see some of them kids on that motherfucker. Brookins, I know you out there.
It's out there. It'll tell you. And you're right. We'll get King on. That's a QB coach.
Yeah.
He said King K. I don't know about that.
What you mean you don't know about King K?
As a trainer,
but I'm saying, why you say that, old man?
Because I don't know. I mean, who he train?
I mean, somebody named him. I'm saying, why you had to be like, I don't know though. Like, why you get like that?
Well, I'm just saying I don't know because I can't co-sign on that. I heard the King. I seen King. I know Robert Hall untrained kid. I don't know
why you know King K be on Facebook. training?
Well, you tell me who it is, and I'll co-sign it. But I don't know.
That's all right, man. That's all right, Kincaid, man. I got you, Kincaid. Don't worry, but you with the ice cream.
You couldn't even say it.
I mean, I don't even know who none of these motherfuckers train.
That's all I said.
What I'm saying is,
if he a great player, he was a great player. I don't know who he trained though.
I know what I'm saying. I don't even know who I don't know what quarterbacks fall under what person tree of quarterbacks.
Well, that's why I was asking.
But that's what I'm saying. But you ain't told me nobody else.
I don't know a lot. I just know King. I know Hall was training.
No, you naming the trainers. I'm saying you not naming who I can try to go verify with. Okay, was they when they start working with them, who under they tree? Like what kids? I'm saying.
I don't know. I know Riley Dodge. That's what I'm gonna tell you.
But I'm saying, see, that's what I'm talking about now. Like, that's what I be saying. So, Riley Dodge, because he played quarterback. But you won't say Kincaid can't get the same props. But that's the shit we talking about, Will.
I see it, B. I see it.
Come on, J Mac.
That's where that nepotism got to come in at, B. But I guess right.
I didn't say he couldn't train. I just said I don't know who he trained. That's all I'm saying.
But you don't know who Riley Dodge gonna train.
Every quarterback that's been there since he's been there, he trained.
He ain't training. Was he the court? Like, come on now. So now we going back to say everybody that played the South Lake go under his name.
They go up under his training because that's the way they do it out there.
But that don't mean that's their trainer. They're like saying everybody at Highland Park going to quarterback coach when they got their quarterback be flying to California and going with the Whitfield dude and shit.
Like, see, here go King. We could. I know who King is, and I knew King did train DJ and Russell and all them cats. That's what I'm saying. I knew that.
But that's what I asked you to name, and you didn't name nothing.
Cause I already
knew.
He
was telling you to name the people that Kincaid coach.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's all I was saying. And then I wasn't saying he bad or good or none of that. I'm just saying.
But weird. You saw the way he said Kincaid, and you saw the way he said Riley Dodge.
He did say get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard.
But then when he said Riley Dodge, like when he said Riley Dodge, like he perks up and shit.
Well, I mean, that's because he got cat daddy.
Because he's a goat.
He go flying across his window.
And he low key got a man crush on Riley. That's his guy.
That's what I'm saying, man. Why this picture up? That's all right. See.
Goat status. Goat status right there. Goat status. That's the GOAT. The QB GOAT. The QB God.
What quarterbacks he coach? Hey man, that's all right.
Hey man,
I why Kincaid can't get on the show too, fool. You laughing, Kincaid name.
Y'all gonna put that jacket on me, man. That ain't fair. That's all I'm gonna say. That ain't fair. Y'all put that jacket on me. Cause I ain't saying it. All I said was
because I want to find out. I like to talk to the kids to be like, okay, well, what year did you start training? Motherfucker tell me.
I'm gonna start texting. I'm starting tomorrow. I'm texting all these coaches and I'm gonna ask them who trained your QB. I'm gonna find out.
Yeah.
That's where we'll do that.
Oh,
anyway,
boy, that's fine.
I mean, like within Lamar's son, I could obviously see that where his son gonna work out like on every Sunday because he posts a video. So like if I'm like, okay, his son trained underneath such and such. So I know, he with the QB hunters and them. So I'm saying I know that with these quarterbacks, I don't be knowing exactly because I see a lot of quarterbacks.
Well, here go one. Coach G said he got his one of the best kids out right now. I guess 10U, 9U, one of the best QBs out. Okay, that's all I asked was a name.
And that's what I'm gonna do. And that's what I'm saying because the daddy gonna say that. Because what happened to me before is I done say, oh yeah, your son trained with such and such, and the daddy look at me like, man, get the fuck out of here, these niggas goddamn lie. He worked out with him before. He ain't no goddamn trainer. So that now it's a daddy that say this. So then the daddy say, okay, now my son been working out with such since he was 6. Okay, I was like, okay, well, Dad, that's a long time. If he worked from 6 to when he in high school, that's 12 years.
Okay. Well, we gonna see, man. We gonna put it out there, y'all.
Am I lying, Will?
No, sir.
Do everybody tell me they train somebody, and then you really get pulled around the corner and then get another story?
Well, yeah, I think it's all bullshit, man. But I mean, I think whenever you get a chance to get better work, get better work. Everybody gonna always claim that kid, even if they work for him for a day. Oh yeah, I coached him. I coached him. You only had him for a day, bro. Stop. You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is.
But it's a lot of great. It's a lot of good developers out
there. There was a kid that claimed trainers for clap too.
Yep.
Yeah, it go both ways. I mean, that's the world we live in now. It is what it is.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't know all that. This shit new to me. I don't do all this shit. I just go football.
It is what it is. I didn't mean to sound like you said y'all just gonna put a bad jacket on me. Now tomorrow all I heard about is I was hating.
Well, you hated on Tomlin. You hated Todd hated on Tomlin.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
You know what Tomlin lies in the black culture.
Yeah, Omar Epps, he was in Juice or whatever.
Yeah. You find out what happened. You look. You know what happened in Juice, Todd.
All right, this all I'm saying.
I'm gonna put it like this: when it comes to QBs, that's the GOAT. We ain't gonna worry about it.
No, it ain't. Like why he to go to quarterback?
Cause he don't put a whole lot of them out. Ain't nobody putting them out like him.
You talking about just
going after him? Ain't nobody putting them out like his son.
Man, you don't know crazy fam. You just talking about going to college, or you talking about playing quarterback in college?
Well, I'm talking about the high school career, going to college, because that's what it is, really.
No, I'm saying, but going to college don't necessarily mean you play quarterback.
No, it don't. But you still go.
I mean, like in the crazy, stupid world, SAP quarterbacks have all went D1.
You know what? You're right.
I mean,
we talking about we talking about straight going to college.
I'm talking about since 2006.
Cause Sap come from the old school. He come from the best athlete played QB. Yeah. Well, the best athlete played QB.
Use a QB.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, do Sam get to go down as a quarterback whisperer too?
I think he gets the nod as the athlete quarterback whisperer.
Okay. Yeah, you see all the colors over there for him.
Yeah. now Keelan gonna be his first kid that's probably gonna go second quarterback that's probably gonna go to college and play quarterback.
No, but the other one went too. The one that was there 1 year, I guess. I forgot.
Well, I was talking about Mike, not Mike. What's my man name that played with Mike Davis? What was his quarterback name?
Oh, Javion Hall.
Javion Hall, Kincaid,
yeah,
and Keelan. And Keelan gonna actually go play quarterback. JJ went to play quarterback, but he changed position. But I'm talking about guys that play quarterback all the way through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man. We'll pick this up next week, fellas.
Yeah.
Appreciate everybody, man.
Somebody said they want to see Coach Zach on the show with his shorts on.
Hey, man, I want to get Zach on, man. I just want to see how angry I can make him. We're going to get Zach on, too.
Yeah, we're going to grill his ass about that training shit, too.
Yeah. And I need to find out, Zach, How many you just claiming? We're gonna find out. We're gonna get to the
we finna start a research farm for parents.
We are, Ty, because listen, this is how I say, listen. All right, so when I say, okay, I've coached 24 guys in the NFL, right? Like I literally coached them. Like we coached game days together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we went to off season and preseason and all this stuff. Like I just didn't work somebody out and say, oh yeah, man, that's my NFL guy. Dude, he's already an NFL guy before he got there.
No, hey man, I saw you on the sideline at the Pro Bowl, man.
Well, thank you, man. That was the same weekend that you was up there as the National High School Coach of the Year.
I know, man, in the suite and shit.
Yeah, so you was in the suite. I was looking for you on the sideline. I couldn't find you.
Man, they didn't tell us they had no COVID cards, so shit, we barely got in there.
Damn.
Shit. Well, so we missed the walk around on the field, shit.
Yeah, because when I saw you was up here, I had called you like, "Yo, bro, where you at?"
Hey, I was up in the skybox like Martin on the episode of Martin.
How long did y'all stay in town?
Shit, probably about 3 days. 3 days they had us at the hotel, and
what hotel was y'all at?
Man, I can't remember, but they gave us good. The crazy part was my luggage got lost on the way down there. So I filled out all that stuff for that reimbursement and went to the mall and shit. Went bought me some Hugo Boss and all kind of shit, and then turn that shit in for them vouchers. Shit, got my shit free.
Yeah. Nah, they treat you right, man. They treat you right.
Yeah. You know what? They just sent me a check. Shit, during the season this year. They sent $1,000 check to me.
Oh, that's
dang.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that check they sent me for that Pro Bowl was nice too. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Hey, J-Mike, that stuff be real. You talking about the NFL? Like you just call these people like this automatic servicing. And like they just find you a flight on any airlines. Like you just be like, yeah, I'm trying to leave. And like, what time you want to leave? Well, such and such and such. Then the lady go on the computer. She starts spitting all the information out. Like, shit, god damn.
Yeah, it was nice.
Got it made.
Dude, they flew my family in. They put us up. They gave everybody gear. And then the check they gave me was like, whoo.
Yeah.
Shit.
But I think
that's all for old bullshit ass All-Star game. God damn.
Yeah.
And that when the Raiders shit had just got built.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
And you was in Vegas.
We was in Vegas, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Dude, then we went to a party, to the NFL party. The NFL party was live. Then they gave you a bus to get back, but we just caught an Uber back. But man, I'm talking about the whole dude. It was wide open. The only thing I didn't do is gamble. I didn't go in no casino.
Yeah, no.
Then I went to I want to say is it Lucky Luciano or Meyer Lansky Steakhouse. The steaks on the strip was, dude, it was nice. Dude, I had a good time. I ain't gonna lie to you. Bro. I had a blast.
Yeah, it was.
And it was funny because Max Crosby from Euless.
Colleyville.
Yeah.
Colleyville, Heritage, yeah.
Well, Jay makes
Myles Garrett, his dad went to Carter.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
It all goes back to Carter, don't it? Always.
Always find a way.
Right. But his granddaddy went to South. But his great-granddaddy went to Booker T.
Yeah, that might be true.
Hey,
that might be true than everything else, right?
True.
J Mac, I'm holler at you, though, man. All right, I love you, man, but I'm gonna have to catch up with y'all later.
All right,
yeah, we're gonna get out of here. Hey, next week, man, y'all bring them offensive guys. We gotta put them on the board.
Watch this.
Next, football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go hoods, putting in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach trying to stand on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack and Swaggy Big, rocking the gear, it's so clean.
We rising from easy, off the easy for cheesy. With my steppers, our special kids, making pieces so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All our fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about their